In certain extreme situations, the law is inadequate. In order to shame its inadequacy, it is necessary to act outside the law, to pursue natural justice. This is not vengeance. Revenge is not a valid motive, it's an emotional response. No, not vengeance. Punishment.
Tonight we have a chance to say, yeah, you're right. We're too extreme, we're too wild, we're too out of control, we're too full of our own shit. Or we have a chance to say, hey, fuck you, you're wrong. Fuck you, we're right. Because you have all made it to the dance. Because believe me, this is the dance. Start the show.
Let's go, you fucking hack. All right, welcome to the show. It's a faggot in a brown shirt. Welcome to the program. Hey, man, you fired up? You ready to go? I'm tired. Oh! Welcome to the show. It's the Steel Toe Evening Show. I'm in a very good mood, but a very self-deprecating mood. I'm kind of, I'm still in training in terms of this whole taking misses in stride thing. Like, I'm doing these things where I'm taking the misses in stride, but I'm still seething about them. Like today, I'm like, dude, just do your show. You're not even going to do a rally segment this morning because it ain't going to happen. What are you going to do? You're going to make yourself nuts? You're down by 160 and you're going to sit there and you're going to be going, oh, come on, Dave. Oh, shit. You want to listen to racist songs? I'm so retarded, my fat tongue got in the way. I couldn't figure out why this thing wasn't blowing. My fucking retard tongue is in the way. That's called method acting, bitches. So yeah, so I did the responsible thing, and I'm just like, do the show, have some fun. And then, but I still was pouty about it. And then this amazing thing happened. I went to the gym. God damn, does going to the gym feel great. And then it puts everything in perspective. It's like, you fucking loser. So you missed a goal. Shut your white ass up. You're white. You're a homeowner. You have a family. You're not black. What the fuck? You're not a Somali in Minneapolis getting their daycare raided. At least the feds can't raid my business for fraudulent charges. I mean, that's kind of nice. But welcome to the show. We've got a great one today. We're going to have a lot of fun. If we do make a lot of money tonight, I am blaming all of our failures on Johnny, and I'm firing him immediately. That's the goal. Thank you. Dio ruled with $5 says, Aaron, you going to lose your shit like this morning or move forward and be rewarded at the end of the week? Enough bitching about the goal. I thought I had a very funny start to the goal tonight. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Dio ruled, and you're absolutely right. Will we be rewarded at the end of the week? We will see. Oz is certainly a moneymaker. I can't take credit for those rewards at the end of the week, by the way. That's all Oz coming in here and rescuing this drowning program. He's the man. No Pen 15 Fathead with a gifted membership. Thank you. Look at YouTube stepping up tonight. Holy hot rubber dicks. YouTube is on fire. Adam Simon with $1.99. Thank you very much. Wow, I tell you what, with YouTube just starting off like a house of fire tonight, Rumble's got to be going ape shit. Let's head over there and take a look. And nothing. All right. So thank you very much, Rumble. Hit like, hit subscribe, and hit follow. Danger Bear Wolf Turtle with $4.99. What am I doing in the Rumble chat? Go hang out with these YouTube retards. They're fantastic. I hate to tell you this, but UPS just laid off a bunch of employees. I think you're next. I just got the job. I'm trying to hide all my misses from the audience by subtly working a real job, and now they're going to, they're going to can me too, because it's always last in, first out. So I'm done. I'm finished. By the way, this Mikey Goofs wants a membership on YouTube. Everybody gift memberships until Mikey Goofs gets a membership, because what is it? It's Tuesday today. On Thursday, we're going to have the members-only show. It'll be something about Jews, I'm sure. And I want Mikey Goofs to be able to watch that. I'm also going to do it on Rumble Premium, and I feel really shitty for that. But I don't know what to do, because I try to do a members-only feature on Rumble for the members-only show, and it doesn't work. So I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Thank you, YouTube, for the great start to tonight's show. Rumble, you are 62 memberships away from 700, so don't worry about it. That's, get close. Horseshoes and hand grenades and all that. Eric Cartman says, Oz ain't fixing you. Probably not. Probably not. I'm kind of at that point where I'm like, fuck it. Let's just see how much of a disaster this can be, because we have a lot of good stuff to talk about tonight, and I'm excited about it. Eric Cartman says, it's over, Aaron. I've been waiting 6 years for someone to put me out of my fucking misery. 6 years I leave the radio, and I have this dumb fucking idea to keep my show going on the internet, which is filled with double-digit IQ retards who are fucking awful. I'm begging you, right here, put me back in the sales world. Come on, you fucking cowards, you chicken shits. Your whole thing is you want me to hit these goals and stay in this hell. I'm telling you, have some fucking balls for once in your life. Put one right there and end me, damn it. I'm begging you. There's a muzzle press bruise right on my fucking forehead. You can't do it, you fucking chicken shit. I should drink tonight. This is why I hate doing shows on the internet instead of radio. Like, radio would understand this segment for what it is, and they'd be like, all right, this is fun. The internet, people are like, oh my God, he's really crazy. I don't understand performing. Shut up. Shut up. And what does St. Caesar say? St. Caesar says, Aaron eats Popeyes in the sauna. I'm going to tell you a sauna story today. I've got another gay sauna story. You don't think I have another gay sauna story? I was talking to a 69-year-old man, and we were shirtless, sweating together. And then there was a 63-year-old man, and he joined the conversation. I missed the goal by $160 this morning, and then I had a fucking lemon party. Eat my ass. Welcome to the show. I'm glad you're here. Have we gotten this fucking Mikey Goofs guy a cocksucking membership yet? We got Danger Bear Wolf Turtle gifting a membership. It didn't happen. No Pen gifting a membership. It didn't happen. Get that Mikey Goofs a fucking membership. Gray Duckling becoming a member for 47 months and then gifting 5 memberships on YouTube. And fucking Mikey Goofs didn't get one. Keep gifting those YouTube memberships and get poor Mikey Goofs. Now I'm trying to do math and talk at the same time. Try to get this poor Mikey Goofs guy a membership. We got Danger Bear. We got No Pen. We got Gray Duckling with 5. That gets one of these. Be very quiet. I'm hunting Negroes. Thank you very much. Adam Simon with a gifted membership. Mikey Goofs didn't get that one either. Get this poor bastard a fucking membership. Jesus. Thank you, everybody on YouTube. He's trying really hard to get this poor fucker a membership. Oh, man. Get Mikey Goofs a membership. Goof Watch. Main Vein with $10. Remember, I am Main Vein. I am gifting myself donations. Thank you, Main Vein. Be very quiet. I'm hunting Negroes. All right. I'm having a fucking blast the way this show is starting. I'm really enjoying it. And so I would really like to continue the way it's going. Lich Gal with $10 says, good evening. Good evening, you white princess.
Be very quiet.
Everybody's white tonight. Congratulations, we're all white. That's how I start every morning. Main Vein with $1 says, did you cup his balls? Hold on, we're making a lot of money right now. This is going to stop anytime, so I got to enjoy it. I'll tell you all about the fucking sauna and the old men and all of our amazing conversations while we were half naked and sweaty. We're going to get to all of that tonight, I promise. Red Fox Mad with $3.99. This is driving me nuts. I feel so bad for me, you, everybody who has to live in this dog shit fucking administration, jacking up the price of everything. We're not at war with Iran. The Trump administration is at war with the working class in America. I mean, they're just bombing the shit. They're dropping more bombs on us than they are on Iran at this point. They're blockading the Straits of Hormuz, and they're cock-blocking our own economy. Red Fox Mad says gas is at $3.99 a gallon at the BP in Sartell. Thank you, MAGA. Grab them by the pussy, Trump. Yeah, the only problem is we're the clit. So I just filled up Sunday, and it was $93. 93 fucking dollars. And I did it, and I'm just like, nobody can afford to do this for much. Like regular, everyday Americans just cannot afford. Like, imagine somebody in Arkansas or Louisiana. Like, they're dying. They're drowning. And the president of these United States could not be fucking bothered, does not give a shit. Don't worry. He's trying to protect the country by getting Jimmy Kimmel fired. Gray Duckling gifting a membership. Did this poor Mikey Goofs bastard get it? Oh, my God. Treehouse got it. Mikey Goofs, could you please go and are you receiving memberships? Like, are you good there? Are you receiving the memberships? Let's see. Let's make sure that's not the issue here. King Chris says, you got to donate more money, Main Vein. Let's do it without Main Vein. Everybody gifting memberships, no matter where you are. All right. I'm all caught up with all the contributions and the donations. Thank you guys so much. What an amazing start to the night. If you end up making up for what the morning show missed, which I don't expect you to at all, you have no idea. I'm going to be fucking sucking my own dick tonight if we win tonight. Just evening show. But if you do make up the morning show shortage, I'll have an old fashioned with you guys and we'll hang out till 9:30 and we'll watch clips of people being retarded. It'll be fun. Red Fox Mad with $4.99 says gas at Sam's Club and Costco is $3.69 a gallon. Ooh, I should start doing that. I have a membership to both. Fancy pantsy white man. I should probably start getting gas there. That's probably the move to make. Main Vein with $1 says, read my fucking $10 rant, Aaron. Oh, did I fuck it up? Oh, thank you, Main Vein, for the $10.
Be very quiet. I'm hunting Negroes.
Quit worrying, Aaron. It always works out in the end. Also, deport every Somalian in this country so we have a better chance at a decent society. And stop bombing brown people. Leave them alone. Stop moving them into our fucking countries. Stay away from them. That sounds really racist, but you know what I mean. Stay away from Arabs. Stay away from Muslims. Stop going into these places. Enough. Stop sending psychopaths like Hobo Chili Recipe over there to bomb the shit out of people and kill people because he loves it, and then bringing their asses over here. Stop being subservient to your Jewish nation state of Israel. $1 from Oops, should have listened to the OGs. Says fuel is cheaper down here. Thanks. Where? In hell? Because you intermarried? Because you have a biracial relationship? So you're chilling out with Satan? And gas is cheaper in the ever after? Root says we should sneak over to Aaron's house and replace his Tahoe spark plugs with butt plugs. When the mobile mechanic shows up and checks, he's going to die laughing. I got to say, that does sound like a fucking awesome prank. I know I'm the victim of it, but that's a good one. I like the idea of the butt plug spark plug prank. It is good. All right. Get Mikey Two Milks a membership on YouTube. I don't care if we hit any goals tonight. If we get Mikey, or not Mikey Two Milks, Mikey Goofs If we hit the goal and Mikey Goofs doesn't get a membership, I quit. I'm firing Johnny. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow. We're all caught up now. Thank you guys very much. Amazing start to the show. Keep it up. Let's talk about the sauna today. So we had an egregious miss on the morning show this morning, and I said, you know what, Aaron, you're not going to sit there and wallow. Who gives a shit? It's fucking, you've been around for 6 years. You're not going out of business. You're fine. It's one fucking miss. You do it all the time. Stop being a cunt and go for a run and get in the sauna. Thank you, Silver Wolf, for the gifted membership. So I go to the gym, and I start out in the sauna because I'm too lazy to stretch before I do. By the way, new workout routine. Instead of just going on the fucking run and running for 3 miles, instead, I do the intervals where you run at like a 1 or 2 incline, and then after each mile, you walk at like a 9 to 15 incline. It's intense, bro. It's really, really good. I like it a lot. You do the, Hobo, if you don't know, I do the military tests. Like on these treadmills, they have like the military fitness. I did Army today. They had one for the Air Force, and I think that's one where you just stand on the treadmill and just think for a while. I think that's the Air Force fitness test, but I did the Army test today, and I like it. Papa Shop says gets his goal stress out by working out. Fuck yeah. Why wouldn't I? Thank you very much to My Lost Interest for gifting a membership. Ooh, are you Rumble people going to beat the YouTube people? They're kicking ass in memberships tonight. So anyway, Hobo goes, holy shit, you revolutionized working out. Eat my ass. I am in a confrontational fun mood tonight. We're going to be very interactive with you fucks. So I get there, though, and first I go into the sauna, and the sauna's a little crowded. I think they must have had some kind of geriatric pool workout program class going on. So I go into the sauna, and it's these guys, and he's talking about how much money he's made in the market and how the S&P is the way to go and all of the money that he made with his friend, and then they put it in the S&P, and then every once in a while they go to the casino and they'll drive their nice sports cars there, and he's like a 69-year-old man. So I start talking to the old man. I go up and I sit next to him. I got my towel over my shoulder. We're both a couple barrel-chested, fucking sweaty, topless dudes. We're just talking about money. We're talking about retirement accounts, and he's talking about how he knows so many people in his life who don't have retirement accounts, and they're in their 50s. And he's like, just go play scratch-offs at this point. And I told him, well, when I was like 25 or so, when I started making just a little bit of money in radio, I started an IRA. I started a retirement account. He goes, it's good for you. Good. And I'll be honest, 2 sweaty, half-naked men, having somebody 30 years older than you congratulate you on your financial decisions you made in your 20s. For some reason, it didn't feel gay, but it felt nice. So then we started talking about me starting an investment account for my kids. Putting a little money in there every single week and everything else. And like how quickly, like by the time they're 18 or 20, how much money they're going to have. And then, he's like, oh, that is such a great idea, man. You got it figured out. And we fist bumped and you could, everybody got a little bit of a boner. It was really nice. So now I've had this thing where like 2 days in a row now, I've taken out my headphones. I've put them away. I was listening to a documentary on how Germany should have won World War I. So I just took that out, and I'm like, I'm going to talk to people. I talked to people in the sauna yesterday. We had a great talk about the Vikings and the Timberwolves. Lost Game 5, by the way. Ugh. And then today, I have a discussion with a couple of boomers about the market. Now, I didn't close the deal. I didn't get laid, but, you plant a seed, and you hope it takes root. But then there was this other guy. He was about 63. And while this other boomer is sitting there going, the market's the way to be, and the S&P is where all the growth is and all of this shit, this 63-year-old guy just looks at us and he goes, yeah, the market's just one giant Ponzi scheme. They don't even companies don't pay dividends anymore. And it's all built on nonsense. It's not actually worth anything. It's all on paper. And if we ever try to take it out, yeah, it's all going to collapse. It's all a giant Ponzi scheme. So I'm very conservative with my investments. I just do money markets. And I got uncomfortable. It was like he's 63, the other guy's 69. I'm 39 sitting there. So I feel like the child when mom and dad are fighting. And you could see that the 69-year-old guy was having fun, so he didn't want to like argue with this guy. And then also the money market guy, he seemed pretty high strung about the markets and like he was like one step away from a prepper. So I'm hanging back. I'm just kind of doing the, oh, yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, okay. And I'm just watching two boomers go at it on the financial markets, like as polite, Minnesota nice as you possibly can. So the point of the story is take your headphones out, communicate with the world, talk with people, and then you'll have gay stories to tell on your show. My Lost Interest says, Aaron is that guy who annoys everyone in the sauna with his endless rambling bullshit. No. We were all listening to this guy, bestow his wisdom upon us of his financial prowess. He was talking about how, yeah, I got a couple of really nice cars. They're paid off, everything else. Yeah, you got to use your credit cards for all your expenses, then pay them off. I don't use any interest and all that. And then he's like, I want to get a Lamborghini, but, Lamborghini, it's too nice for Minnesota. I'd have to jack it up when I go in the parking lot because, people will mess with it. And I'm just like, wow, this guy is, holy shit, is this guy really going after it? So there was no sucky fucky. There was no blowy in the sauna, nothing like that. Just a bunch of guys rapping about the market, rapping about the economy. Then we talked about how people's farmlands are getting bought out by corporations so that they can build data centers. And I'm like, 7% of real estate in the United States is data centers at this point. Then they were talking about how all these private multinational corporations are the biggest purchasers of, private residential real estate in America. And we just, then I think we were solving Social Security at one point. It just, just a bunch of guys sweating it out in the sauna, getting all their best. I ended up, my sauna trips are usually 15, 20 minutes. I get bullshitting with these guys. I'm in the sauna for a half hour. And by the way, you want to see chicks, go somewhere else. Go. Nothing brings pussy to the sauna quite like data center talk and the S&P 500. Let me tell you. People in the chat saying that sounds extremely gay. You should have saw when I told them I was an Eric Church fan. They just beat me half to death. It was a hate crime. Silver Wolf with $1. Thank you very much. He says, invest in old firearms like the SKS I sent you a picture of, and the other SKS I just bought today, and the Mauser I bought a few weeks ago. On second thought, I may have a problem. Yeah, you know what? You do have a problem. You should sell one of those guns and drop a red boy on the toe as a way to say, I'm sorry. Eric Cartman says, Aaron assaulted a 63-year-old pensioner. I wonder if Will Heron will buy this story. He's got to, right? If anybody can spin it, it's old Cope Heron with the donkey teeth. Chad Buzmak says, did you tell him about your aftermarket rims and wheel key? I'm not going to watch a boomer call me the N-word in a sauna. No, so I did not tell him about the wheel key. I didn't tell him about my aftermarket blacked out, as the kids say, murdered out Tahoe. I didn't tell him about that. I didn't. MSO says, did you give any advice on making the goal? It never came up. He kind of dominated the conversation. I was just soaking in all the wisdom. It was so funny. We're talking about cars. And he's like, yeah, I want a Lamborghini and I want this and that. And he's like, yeah. He goes, if what kind of car do you like if you didn't have to think of, I'm like, honestly, I got fucked up taste. I was like, remember when they brought back the Lincoln Continental? I kind of want to get one of those older. He's like, oh, really? Like the 1960s? I'm like, no, like the 2017 ones. I like them. I like the Continentals. They came out with them for like 4 years, I think. And then they stopped making them again. I really liked them. They brought back the suicide doors and everything. Those 2017 Continentals were sharp. Nobody else does, but these guys are all talking about how, like, yeah, I want a Lambo. I've got a new, it wasn't a Mercedes, a Beamer and all this shit. And I'm like, man, you ever seen a 2017 Lincoln Continental? That 3.8 liter engine? Oh, boy. You faggots can have your Lamborghinis. Yeah, this is what I want. Yeah, look at that. That looks like something your grandpa would drive. Look at that bad boy. Oh, nothing like a 2017 Lincoln Continental. Look at those seats. They look so comfy. That's so nice. So they're all talking about their really nice foreign cars that they want. And I'm like, oh man, there's this 9-year-old car that I really want to buy. Mountain Jews says them Lincoln Continentals are shitty. Chevrolet JB says a guy that can afford a Lamborghini at the YMCA. Yeah, that happens. I mean, I didn't question any of his shit. He seemed like, he was having a good time. He was letting me know what was up. Sam Show says, you piss me off. Wood U says, people said those 800 horsepower Continentals were very loud in the car. Bill, I have to acknowledge Bill Grand had a great comment a little bit ago. He said, Aaron, did you get an HRO against the goal? Oh, great. Now people in the chat are doing their impressions of me in the sauna talking about cars. I'd not mind a 95 Geo Prism, Metro, or Tracker, but especially the Prism. Solid car. $1 from Silverwolf says, I can't diss you. I want an M81 Ford McLaren Mustang. Look it up. It's 80s as fuck, but hell if I don't want one. Mountain Jew says, give me a 72 Barracuda with a 427 Hemi in it. He brought that up, the old man in the sauna, which is going to be the name of my autobiography. The old man in the sauna was talking about how he wanted a Barracuda or now I've always heard people say Le Mans, but he said Le Mans. I don't know. Is that like a fancy boomer faggot way to say it? Because I've always heard people say Le Mans, but he wanted a Le Mans and he wanted a Barracuda and he wanted a Lamborghini. This guy was all over the map on the vehicles he wanted. I did mostly listening during this conversation. Eric Cartman says, Aaron is so full of shit with this story. Yes, internet's Eric Cartman. I'm just pulling this story out of my asshole. Sam Show says, oh my God, I'm dying. Well, that's what he wanted. Papa Shab says, were you sitting in his lap during car talk, fag? I mean, not yet. I just didn't want to invade his personal space. That's all. McBuster says, Aaron's a Boxster type of gal. Eric Cartman said, no, Aaron, he was asking for a Frenchman, dickhead. Oh, a Le Mans. He wanted a Le Mans. I thought he was talking about the car. That was, dude, Eric Cartman, that is an underrated chat right there. He was dropping hints and I didn't understand. Yeah, I'd like a Barracuda or a Le Mans. Oh, well, I am a Le Mans. St. Caesar says, Aaron, real question. Do you go to a gay gym? Every gym is gay if you're sweaty enough, St. Caesar. Luxray Luxor says, full of shit. More like full of old man cum. No, that's what I got for you. That's Aaron's sauna story. I got to keep taking my headphones out in the sauna and just conversing with people so I can have evening show material for you guys, because the new sauna segment, I have to say, it's an absolute hit. Hooters Girl on YouTube says, just admit it, Aaron, you want a sugar daddy. I mean, I feel like I'm going to get offers. I really do. I feel like I'm going to get offers. Mikey Goof says, got to take a deuce right quick. I'll check on that gifted shortly. Yeah, we're trying to get Mikey Goofs a membership on YouTube, and so far with the 10 or 12 gifted memberships, he hasn't gotten one, so keep doing that. We'll see what happens. Chad Buzmak says, true story is Aaron got fucked in the sauna by a boomer. We didn't fuck yet. Just, you guys get ahead of yourselves on these stories, Don't ruin it. Whatever happened to slow burns and romance, Chad Buzmak says, every gym Aaron's in is a gay gym. Yeah, I mean, they don't discriminate. It would be wrong if they did. All right, off to a great start tonight, guys. Keep it up. I'm loving all the gifted memberships, especially. Thank you. I don't like most of these comments I'm seeing in the chat. I don't understand them. I don't get it. Boozmock says, unblock me on YouTube so I can get gifted. No, you do so well here. I don't want you going on YouTube. I want you sticking around. All right, before we get to all the wild Somali shit. By the way, wild Somali shit is what they found in a lot of those places they raided today. Somebody kept bringing this up on last night's show, and for the life of me, I couldn't find it. There was apparently an incident at Crossroads Mall over the weekend. And I wish they didn't film this in the Reels mode. I wish they took this like as a full video, but it's central Minnesota. You'll have to hang in there with them. I don't know how I feel about this. It's something called 320 Pred Patrol. It's one of these organizations, and I hope it's not these guys that busted that Somali dude in Minneapolis, because those guys are fucking clowns, and they're going to get themselves arrested someday. There's a lot of these guys who have tried to fill the hole, stop it, that Chris Hansen left with To Catch a Predator, but they don't work with the police. They do it completely on their own. They go rogue. Some of these groups like beat the shit out of the guys and do like basically making it in a way so these guys could never be prosecuted. You know, they're doing it for hits and likes and clicks. I like that they want to help. I like that they want to get these internet predators out of there. But a lot of these guys seem like they're in it for the clicks and the views and for the attaboys, and they're not in it for the right reasons. Otherwise, they'd be working with the authorities. They'd go to the police and they'd say, we've got this guy. He's talking to what he thinks is a 13-year-old girl, and we'd like to have him arrested. We will work with you. We've got this set up. And then you have the cops nearby, and they can arrest the guy once you're done. I don't like these guys going off all vigilante and just like smacking the guy upside the head a couple times and then cutting him loose. Like, where's the benefit in that? Also, it seems like you're kind of like using this just to like get attention for yourself rather than for the right reasons. So you have these guys at 320 Pred Patrol, and God bless their effort, but I would tell them, link up with the authorities, link up with the police, and also I have a question for you guys. I'm not sure how this works. Maybe these guys are local. We might be able to get them on the show. As a matter of fact, I'm going to send them a message here real quick and see if we can have them call in. Here we go. Message. Uh-oh. There we go. We are talking about you on my show right now. The Crossroads incident. Would you mind calling in? And then we'll throw them the number. There we go. Live now. There we go. So my question is, like, do these guys do the chats themselves? So, like, are these guys pretending to be 13 and dirty talking with a grown man? Because if so, like, that's kind of fucked up too. So, again, I appreciate that these guys are doing this, but the fact that they're just doing it lawlessly, like the Old West, not the Wild, Wild West. Stop it. It's just like, it's ineffective, and it's like, it's good for the clicks and it's good for the virality, but it's not good for getting these guys off the streets. And you know, if there's a cope that these guys use, like, oh no, we shame them so much they'll never do it again. That's not how this shit works. These guys are attracted to kids. They're never going to stop doing this. Shame is not part of the game, or they wouldn't do it in the first place. So this is 320 Pred Patrol. And they found this guy, Patrick, from Clarissa, Minnesota. And he drove about 2 hours to meet up with what he thought was a 13-year-old girl. He was very vile in his messages and also sent nudes. So this is them confronting this guy at Crossroads Mall. Here he is right there. This is the main guy.
Get up, Justin. Hey, how's it going, Patrick? Hey, not too...
Oops, that's unfortunate. That's not good.
Too bad. Hey, nice to meet you.
Who are you?
My name is Ted.
Oh, okay.
I just want to talk to you about kind of what's going on with these chats that are online.
Yeah.
We should probably go over there and just sit down. I mean, you're free to leave at any time. I'm not the police, but I can help you. Yeah, if you want help, I can help you, man. What do you need help with? Well, let's go back over here. And we are recording for our safety and your safety. You ain't got no weapons on you, do you? No? Okay. So what do you do for work? You work where? Okay. You ain't got no...
Could you mic this guy up? Like, could you have a mic between the two of you? Like, it's great that you're mic'd up, but I can't hear a word this guy is saying.
Weapons on you, do you? I just seen you reaching, okay. Yeah, that's cool, man. Yeah, we're not the police. We're not here to do no harm. We just want to sit down. We work for an organization. It's called Kid Savers of America, and we just want to make sure we kind of seen the activity that you've been having going on online there. And it'll be a short interview when we're done. You go your way, we go our way.
By the way, this is like when people talk about like the Minnesota accent, this is the accent there. Oh, yeah, there. Yeah, don't worry there. We're not there, to harm you or nothing like that. We're just trying to talk to you.
Like I said, you are free to leave at any time. I'm not going to hold you against your will. What are you nervous about?
Falling in the same traps.
Falling in the same traps? Have you done this before, or what do you mean?
No, I've never actually met someone, but I've done something similar to this.
You have, or you haven't?
I haven't.
You have? Did you get in trouble for it? No?
Yeah, well, yes. But
So what happened?
I offered them money.
You offered them money? So like a blackmail?
No, well, I guess.
Who was it?
I don't know.
Was it a family member, or was it a random girl, or what?
It was a random.
So this is not the first time this guy has been in trouble for this sort of thing. This is not the first time this guy has done this before. And this is what I mean. Like those guys who met up with that Somali guy and just started, like, we're hitting him with road cones and shit. Traffic cones, and they're just lighting this guy up and punching him in the face and filming themselves committing felonies against this total piece of shit, perhaps jeopardizing any kind of prosecution against the guy. At least these guys just sit down and they kind of do the whole Chris Hansen song and dance and that whole thing. But again, like, unless these guys are working with the authorities, I don't really understand what benefit this has. And maybe these guys are working with the cops.
How much money did you give them?
I didn't. I never went.
Oh, you just offered it and then they didn't take it, or what?
No, I just never went.
They're here just for our safety. That's all they are. So what brings you here today? Who are you here to meet?
Honestly, don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I've never met her before, so...
Well, you've never met her, but how old did she say she was? I'm not going to judge you, man. I'm not here to judge.
This guy's a good liar. It's got to kind of eat him up inside, too, because you're fucking judging. Every second this is going on, you're judging.
You going to be all right? How old did she say she was?
Oh, my God, we're in a black mall. Did you hear the...
Where does this information go?
It's literally sticking with us. I'm not a police officer. Like I said, you can leave at any time. I just want...
If this guy had any fucking brains, he would leave right now. I mean, I'm glad he's not. He's a piece of shit and he deserves to rot in prison. Like, you can leave at any time. All right. Because, like, what this guy's trying to get him to do, because he's watched his Dateline NBC, is he's trying to get this guy to admit that he knew he was talking to a 13-year-old girl. So that no lawyer can be like, those chats are faked. He had no idea. Bah, 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 bah. He's trying to get him to say, yeah, I thought she was 13. I was coming here to meet her for sex and something. Instead, this guy sits there and, oh, no. Why don't you just fucking leave, dude? Why don't you just get up and split?
Our organization specifies in trying to figure out, we're trying to get in the minds of people like you and what brings you or what drives you to do what you're doing.
I'm lonely.
You're lonely? So can you not find people your age?
No.
Why not? They're all over, man. They're a dime a dozen.
Oh, maybe to you, Studley. Some of us have to go in the sauna and talk finances with 69-year-old men. Huh? Oh, you're a fucking... But I get it. You're old of the world.
I guess I just don't feel like I'm worthy enough to be with someone, you know, and...
Well, I mean, you've got good instincts. You're not. So just stay out of the chat rooms, pal.
But you think you're worthy enough to be with a 13-year-old? Because she did state she was 13, right? And you've never done this before?
No.
Dude, at least Chris Hansen brought him lemonade and cookies. This guy's just got to raw dog it and just on an empty stomach.
So, let me get this straight. So you just woke up, because when did this conversation start? Yesterday, didn't it? So you just woke up yesterday morning and you're like, I really want to sleep with a kid today. Is that kind of how that went down? Because, I mean, there's no way this just started yesterday. This has to be
right, yeah, it's not
something
like
that's been going through your mind for some time. Am I right or am I wrong?
You're not into like women your age one day and then the next day, oh man, I took a 2x4 to the head. I think I want to dirty chat with a 13-year-old. It's not, I mean, like I said, my personal belief is that you can't fix these fucking guys. They just got to go away and stay away. I think Minnesota had it right when we had that sex offender treatment program that they ended up getting rid of. I think you just lock them up, you keep them confined. There is no fixing it. That's just what they're attracted to. It's something in their hardwiring is fucked.
All right. So, what do you think this would have done to that girl?
I don't know.
Probably would have fucked her up, wouldn't it?
Could have.
What was your intentions with her tonight?
I was gonna go down to the river and sit in the back of my car.
And do what?
Oh, God.
I mean, I got all the chats here.
Not force anything.
You weren't gonna force it? So what?
No, God, see, this is what I mean. Just fucking pigs. Like, I give this guy a lot of credit for being able to sit across the table from this guy and not strangle him, especially if he's got kids of his own. We're going to go down by the river and sit in the back seat of the car. Like, I would have strangled the fucking guy, right? I could never do this. I'd like to go confront these assholes and help, work with the police and help put them behind bars. But, like, I couldn't sit across from them. I give this guy a lot of credit for control. He just looks sick. He looks mentally fucked up. He just looks like a doe-eyed piece of shit. I just want to smash his face in. I really would.
Would it have been consensual? Would it have been whatever she wanted, or how would it have went?
If it would be consensual, I mean...
Kill it!
So if it was consensual and she was okay with it, you were okay with it?
Yes.
See, you're like right there. First of all, the fact that you're admitting that to a stranger shows that there's a level of shame you don't possess. Second of all, how do I not reach over and just choke this fucker right now?
Did you bring protection?
I would have, yes.
You would have?
I have money to buy some.
Okay.
Oh, he's broke.
I mean, that would have probably been the smarter thing to do out of the two choices, right? Because what would have happened if you would have knocked her up per se? Then what?
All right, no, dude. Now you're getting a little weird. Now,
probably a really long time. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out what is going through you people's minds, and what would make you want to prey on an innocent child. And that to me is just kind of mind-boggling.
Why here's what I don't understand, and I'm glad he is, but I keep going back to why is he sitting there? This is what I mean. There is a lack of shame with these fucking creeps that they're willing to just talk to some stranger about it instead of just having shame, hanging their head, leaving, and getting out the door as fast as they can. God, it's just an extra level of hatred I have for this guy.
What exactly did you mean when you said you had pillows and blankets in the back of your vehicle?
Oh.
And the seats fold down.
We wanted to chill in the back.
Just chill in the back? That's all? Okay. And have you ever been accused of this before by anybody? Has anyone came after you and said, hey, so-and-so, because your name is Patrick, right? Have you ever been accused by anybody? Like no kid ever went to another adult and said, hey, Patrick did this to me or anything? No? Yeah, I mean, and looking at the start of this conversation, I mean, you pretty much hit it off right from the get-go.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, you were calling her cute, you were calling her baby, you wanted to know where she lived, you wanted to know if...
We need to invent a device in a keyboard and not tell guys like this about them. And then we all agree not to tell them about them. But it's just a device that has maybe like a bayonet inside the keyboard somehow. And when they start writing that, and the keyboard somehow knows that he's doing this type of stuff to a girl like this, and the bayonet just shoots right out of the keyboard, right into the fucking guy's eye. We need to, the first person who can invent that gets a Nobel Prize.
You could go to my house because my mom was leaving for the weekend. And then he asked if she was a virgin.
Of course he lives with his mom. Of course he does.
Is this something you just think about when you lay in bed at night, or is it constantly going through your mind?
I really don't want to know.
I wouldn't say it's constant.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it depends on the girl. I don't necessarily just prey on children. I do like it.
By the way, if you're just joining us, this happened at our local mall. This happened 5-10 minutes from my house. This was, they met up with one of these guys at Crossroads Mall in St. Cloud, and he's sitting there and he's talking about it and he's interviewing about it. And this guy has told him numerous times, you don't have to stay here, dude. You don't have to talk to me. And he wants to talk about it. Oh, he's just a pig. I hope this ends with him getting locked up. I haven't watched this whole thing yet.
Older women too.
Did you think this one was pretty cute?
Yes.
Okay. And yeah, unfortunately, that's all AI. That chick is not even real.
Oh, thank God.
What did you do with them photos last night that she was sending you? Did you do anything? You didn't do nothing? You weren't laying in bed and like, oh, she's pretty cute.
Masturbating? No.
Yeah, you didn't do that? Okay. Are you actually from Clarissa or Eagle Bend, or where are you from?
Okay, that actually, for some reason, that makes me feel better that it was AI and like these guys don't have to pretend to be the girl or whatever. That it's still, I'm sure for this guy, it's got to feel really gross. But at least like all the foul shit is over on this guy's end and none of it's over here.
Eagle Bend. Okay. Are you on any other apps? I know there's one app that I wanted to ask you about. I can't remember the name of it. It's like, starts with a T. What was it? Tell us something. You know?
Tell us everything you know. Telegram, I think he's talking about. This guy actually does a really good job. I hope he works with the police because this guy really does a good job.
Know what I'm talking about?
No, sir.
Telegram or something? Never heard of it?
Snapchat is a big one.
Snapchat? What things have you seen on Snapchat? Have you seen, because ultimately we're trying to figure out exactly where the big dogs are in this game, you know?
Oh, this is brilliant. So make the guy think he's helping you. Yeah, like we just, we want to know where the rest of them are, Patrick.
Have you seen anything that looked potentially underage on?
What is it with fat guys named Patrick with glasses and underage kid? It's just like a name that marks you from birth.
Any other app? Snapchat, WhatsApp, Zangy, anything like that? Like where maybe you could give us some leads, or...
This guy starts writing down the apps. He's like, oh, what was that other one? Nothing. Never mind. Fuck it. Just stop.
No, sir.
You've never seen anything like that? Never came across something that looked young and you're like, yeah, maybe I should save that in my gallery and use it for later? Never done that? Okay. Yeah, I think ultimately you're probably a pretty decent guy.
Okay.
I think you really fucked up last night doing what.
Look at his leg, though. You can tell that this does take there are physical tells that this shit takes a toll on these guys. This guy's leg has not stopped tapping the entire time he's been sitting. This leg tapping right now, this right leg tapping up and down, is the only thing regulating this guy from reaching over and pounding the piss out of this creep.
What you did. What are you going to do if that ever
Meanwhile, this guy's sitting here cool as a cucumber. It's just gross.
happens again?
Not do it.
Not do it. Not going to fall for that? Not going to fall for that again? Yeah, I mean, ultimately, you should have probably immediately reported that over to police and said, hey, I got a minor reaching out to me. She's on so-and-so app and reported that. The way you went about it would have just totally fucked her life up, forever, and potentially your life. Because what if I was her dad and I got a hold of her phone and came here to meet you? What do you think I'd be doing right now?
Probably beating the shit out of me.
Yeah,
that'd probably be an understatement.
I mean, look, there's a little self-awareness there, I suppose.
I could probably think of a lot better things to do. But, I mean, ultimately, you got to leave the kids alone, man. And there was a photo you sent last night. I know you wanted her to send a picture of her boobs. Is that correct? I don't know. I was kind of scrolling through the messages here. Did you ask for something along the lines?
How many other people do this?
Huh?
I'm just curious. How many other people do this?
Oh, God, it doesn't matter. You're fucked up. It doesn't matter if 9 trillion people do it or 5 other people do it. You're a fucking pig. You need to lock yourself in a room and never come out. You can't be around people. It's not, and you shouldn't have internet access or a phone or a computer. It doesn't matter. What possible number could this guy crank out that's going to make you feel better about this? And if there is a number, then I really want you just in a padded room with nothing, and we'll feed you rice 3 times a day.
Do what? Do what I'm doing?
In my situation. Are there many? Are there few?
What are you talking? Like what you did last night? How many people do it? Oh, people like you are everywhere, man. People prey on kids everywhere.
But here's the deal. Like, you and I hear that and we go, yeah, they're fucking monsters and it's a serious problem. This guy hears that and he goes, oh, I'm not that weird. There's a lot. This is how NAMBLA gets started. Is a bunch of guys go, oh, more people. Even this guy who caught me doing this. He said a lot of people do it.
And I bet you there's 10 of them in this mall right now.
Whoa, I mean, easy. I bring my kids to that mall almost weekly. Take it easy with there's at least 10. Now I'm going to have to start punching random strangers in the mall and say, hey, the 320 Pred Patrol guys told me to.
That's how many of you guys are out there, but I wanted to bring this photo up to you. Is that your dick right there?
Oh, God. Jesus. I wasn't ready for that part. That kind of came out of left field. They're just having a conversation. One decent human being, one complete fucking creep who should be beat with a shovel. Is that your dick right there? I mean, I never want to be confronted with something like that, even if it's completely innocent. I never want SP to hold up her phone and go, hey, is that your dick right there? Yeah, I was drunk and I sent it to you. I'm sorry.
Is that you? Is it?
You got a small dick, bro.
No comment.
No comment?
Now you're going to clam up. Now we have the right to remain silent. That's good.
Assume, yeah. I mean, I had to zoom in on it, and I was like, I thought it was a chunk of Play-Doh at first. I'm like, what is that thing? I couldn't even figure it out. But
I like that. Shame the predator. This is a show called To Shame a Predator. To Dick Shame a Predator.
Yeah, I got it figured out, but I mean, honesty will get you a long way. I think honesty, if you want to kind of repent what you did here, I think you should just own up to the fact if it is yours or not, and just, instead of saying no comment. Is that yours or not?
No.
No comment? Okay.
You sent a picture of somebody else's dick? I mean, both of those options are really bad. If it's your dick, you're a piece of shit and a creep. If it's not your dick, you're a piece of shit and a creep. And apparently you just have pictures of guys' dicks on your phone, which is an added level of shame.
Well, that's on you, man. You're the one that's got to live with that. You were asking her here a little bit about...
you said you wanted to have sex.
All right, sir.
You were asking where you could put it.
He's leaving.
Oh, you're done? Okay. All right.
Don't
like
shake
I said,
his
you're free to
hand.
leave, man, but we're going to follow you out. All right.
See, now, if the cops aren't here, this is not a waste entirely, but you should inform the cops that this is going on. Now, I don't know what the laws are, and I'll be damned if I'm going to Google it on my fucking computer. But can this guy get arrested if it's an AI chatbot that he's talking to? I still think the laws should be changed, that if it's not illegal to do this with an AI chatbot, it should be. It shows an intent to try to have sex with an underage person. But I wonder what the rules are on that. Yeah, it could be like the Cartnarks guy, and they could put a pedo magnet on him.
I don't know. I think it'd be a better idea, man, if you just sat down and had a word with us. I was almost done talking, and you just want to walk away. How far of a drive was it? 2 hours? You drove 2 hours, man? Man, gas prices that high? That's a long ways to drive.
I mean, that's like the 9,000th thing wrong with this whole thing. But yes, you're right. That isn't a large amount of mileage to put on your vehicle in these economic times. But I don't. I'm going to put that one pretty far down on the list there, Chief. He punches him in the face for that. Like, after everything this piece of shit has said, he's like, I drove 2 hours. Bam! At $4 a gallon? You make me fucking sick.
Please don't photograph my car.
Okay. I can do whatever.
You.
We're on public, private. I can do whatever.
He finds a Somali guy and goes and stands in front of his car and goes, this is me. Oh shit, is that my... Oh no, that doesn't have black rims. I was like, did they film this while I was at the mall with the kids this weekend? Oh no, I think that looked like my Tahoe for a second. Number one, I think that's a Suburban. And number two, it doesn't have the black rims. For a second there, I was like, oh my God, this was happening while
But just don't ever be reaching out to kids again. I mean...
He's gonna do it.
Got that?
He's a fat, man-titted creep named Patrick. He's reaching out to kids again.
The walk of shame.
Well, but that's all it is. Like, it's just a walk of shame. There's no consequences for this guy.
Have a good one, man. Leave our fucking kids alone.
I feel bad. Is that a Scion? I feel bad for the Scion company.
All right, everybody. We got him exposed.
Okay,
Very sick individual. St. Cloud Mall.
Okay, but there's an element of, and again, I don't want it to be like I'm shitting on these guys or anything, but there is an element of laziness to this in that, like, go the whole way. Like, contact the authorities, say, hey guys, what do we need to do to make it, cool with you for us to go pick this guy up, confront him, get him to admit everything, and then you guys stand by outside the mall and we'll bring him in. We'll help you bring him in. Like, what do we need to do that? I just don't, it doesn't sit well with me that they let this guy go. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like it that this guy just get in his car and leave, and now you didn't get a last name. You didn't get anything like that. It's just he's off into the breeze now. He's into the wind. Small town MN gal with $5 says, I sent you screenshots this guy was sending to a 12-year-old after this video came out and before he got arrested via Facebook Messenger. Really? Oh, yeah. Okay, let's take a look. I mean, I don't want to read the message. I don't do well with that shit. Oh, God, I'm sorry. Wrong number. Oh, these guys do want to call in. There we go. So these guys do want to call into the show. Good. They'll call in here in a second, and we'll have them on. Small town MN gal, send me that chat back if you could. $1 from Main Vein says, I'm with you, Aaron. These demonic fucks are a lost cause and need to be sent to hell ASAP. It's horrible that as parents we have to worry about this. Sign of the times. Jesus is on his way. $1 from T-Baby says, Aaron, this looks like you getting interviewed at the mall this weekend. Stop it. I thought I recognized you when I was getting some great walk. I would have said hello, but you looked busy. Dick. Main Vein with $1 says, every day it's nothing but keeping my kids safe from these possessed fucks. If something ever happens to my kids, I will make Negan look like the world's biggest pussy. Thank you for the $1. We've got them on the line. We're going to bring them on in a second here. T-Baby with $1 says, did you get some pizza after this interview? No. First of all, I look nothing like that fucking pig. Leave it to you assholes. Leave it to you guys. $4.99 from Red Fox Mad. He says he's creepy. He needs to have life in prison, same as the pedos, rich 1%, and all world leaders. P.S. Gas is at 407 at Coburn's in Sartell. F. Trump. Real Max Mura says, yes, this statute criminalizes adults soliciting or communicating with children defined as 15 years or younger. My question is about the AI aspect of this. Real Max Mura says, St. Cloud Mall, don't know which one in St. Cloud, but if I won't say the name because I don't know if that's him. That means he drove 70 miles at least 1 hour. Well, he says that he did volunteer that information. He said he drove for 2 hours to get there. All right, let's go to the phones. We do have 320 Ped Patrol. That's who, or Pred Patrol. That's who posted this. Good evening, sir.
How's it going, man?
Not too bad. Now, are you the one who took this video? Or because I know it's on your channel, but the people interviewing the guy said a different name.
Yeah, I don't give my real name to them people. Just because once you get a catch, you got a lot of pissed off family members typically.
Sure. Oh, so you are the guy who interviewed him?
Yeah, I'm the guy.
Okay, so this was interesting. People told me about this before the video came out, so I don't know if people saw it at the mall or what. But what's your well, first of all, I want to ask you this question. I'm not expecting you to be like a lawyer or anything, but this guy was talking to an AI chatbot, which I think is better for you because I don't think you guys want to have to be a decoy. That would be all kinds of fucked up for a human to have to do that. But like, is there anything in the law of like a loophole for this asshole on like AI chatbots?
No, so it's actually us doing all the chatting. So I got decoys on multiple different apps all across, multiple platforms. And yeah, they're legitimately posting. The only thing AI is actually the photos that we use.
Okay, so just the photo is AI. I misunderstood that. So I do have a question, and it's always my question with people who do this because I think it is important to expose these guys.
Yep.
Like how about working with law enforcement? How does that work? Do they work with you? Do you ever reach out to them? Because it would be nice to see this guy get taken down. Like the old Chris Hansen thing, which we all watched, where the cops would take him down at the end. How does that work?
It's all county based. So I worked with Bikers Against Predators. We had thousands of catches around the country. And I also worked with predator poachers with Alex Rosen. And
sure.
yeah, I got done working with them guys, and yeah, I came back home because I'm from this area, and I started my own little gig. But yeah, typically law enforcement, Waite Park was actually supposed to be there on standby. So when I was done talking to him, he was going to get arrested. Well, from the morning when I talked to that detective until nighttime, there was like a shift change or whatever, and something got messed up, and I had nobody there on standby. But he did get arrested. I did call Todd County. They went and that was enough evidence for them to do a hold and detain warrant on him. So they went to go get him, and then yeah, he ended up trying to flee on foot, and they got him for that too.
Good. Okay. So they did. So he did get arrested for. Now somebody said that, and again, people, people make stuff up or they get stuff wrong. Somebody told me that this guy also got picked up for chats he had with a 12-year-old as well. That there was more than just this one thing that you guys did.
Yeah, so before he actually showed up there, I had no idea what this guy's last name was, so I didn't know he was a level 3 sex offender. I wasn't able to do anything. His phone number was linked to a different lady out of the Brainerd area. But yeah, he ended up reaching out. So he ended up leaving the mall, and then he ended up reaching out to an actual 12-year-old. Well, I had thousands of messages in my inbox, and I happened to just open it, and I seen a mom that ended up messaging me. She's like, the guy that you just caught just added my 12-year-old daughter on Snapchat.
Oh.
So I ended up getting her username and password, and I ended up overtaking the chat, and that just added to more charges or potential charges. So,
well, I'm glad you tried to involve Waite Park. It sucks that they dropped the ball, but then you also got Todd County involved. So I'm glad you followed up. But like, it is kind of evidence that, shaming these guys and doing the interviews and the decoys and stuff, that's not enough. I mean, these guys, the shame will not work on them. If you don't get the authorities involved, they'll just keep doing it.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, but my biggest thing is obviously number one is exposure. I mean, look at the amount of views on that video. And it isn't about the views, but it's about raising awareness. People don't understand how many of them fucking weirdos are roaming these streets. So like I said in the video, there's probably 10 of them in the mall. I ain't lying when I say that.
Yeah.
There's going to be 10 people in there with some type of tendency or some type of attraction to children. Like it's that abundant.
I was saying when we got to that part in the video, I was telling the audience, I'm like, oh no, 10 of them at one time. Now I'm just going to be taking my kids through the mall, walking through, punching random people just in case.
Yeah, you literally can't trust nobody nowadays. I mean, we've caught cops, we've caught lawyers, we've caught teachers, and a lot of people are under the impression that these weirdos have like a certain look to them, big fat, white beard and shit like that. It's like, no, it's people in positions of any position of power.
Yeah,
is typically what it comes down to. School coaches for any sporting events or whatever.
Right.
Them are the people you got to look at, because I mean, they might not look like it, but I don't know. It's a wild thing, and working with them guys and going on thousands or getting thousands of arrests and stuff. I mean, you just look at it and you're like, wow. I mean, you're sitting there talking to this guy and you're like, I would have never fucking known.
Yeah. We saw you during the interview with this guy. We saw your leg just bouncing up and down. And I just theorized while I was watching this, I was like, I feel like that's this guy trying to stop himself from just reaching across the table and strangling this fucking guy.
Oh, you got no idea. Yeah, but one of the things I learned from Boots and Alex Rosen working with them guys is if you can stoop down to their level, they will talk.
Right.
And that is one tactic that works. Like, you just let them know you're not a cop, and once we're done, you go your way, I go my way, and yeah, they'll sit there and they'll fucking open up typically.
What do you think about these guys? Because we saw a thing down in Minneapolis recently that we went over on the show, and I really hated like the way the guys handled the whole sting deal. They didn't get the cops involved, and then also it was they met a Somali guy in a drugstore. They started beating the shit out of him. And
oh, damn.
yeah, like they're picking up traffic cones and they're walking through the streets hitting him. I'm like, no, what the fuck are you doing? You're gonna let this guy get away with it if you just get you're gonna get you're filming yourself beating this fucking guy, and now if the cops pick him up, he's got a defense of like, these guys just jumped me and beat the shit out of me.
Yep.
Do you feel like there's like, because you worked with Rosen, and Rosen's a pro, and you guys are obviously pros. You do a really good job with this. Are there like too many like rogue people trying to do this on their own and just like getting a little overzealous?
Oh, yeah, you're 100% correct on that. And I think that's a big part of why police are kind of skeptical. They like to call us vigilantes.
Yeah.
And ultimately, I'm just a concerned citizen. You know, it isn't illegal for me to walk up and talk to somebody. It isn't illegal for me to walk up and record somebody. And so, I mean, everything along my line of work, you know, is 100% legal. But what isn't legal is talking to who you believe to be a minor.
Right. Right.
So a lot of times when they know that, I mean, it doesn't matter if it's an actual minor or not. It all comes down, the statute comes down to if you believe.
So what were the charges this guy got arrested on specifically then, if you can remember off the top of your head?
Like his past charges?
No, the
like
charges, the ones he
meeting?
got, the ones he got picked up on after.
Oh, they're still investigating that. I got all the chat logs. I got everything submitted over to the police, but they went to go get him, so that way they already had him in custody while they sift through all the.
Oh, so they
work.
have him now. But he hasn't been officially charged.
He's been officially charged with already for fleeing an officer not by motor vehicle or some shit like that.
Oh, okay. So they can hold him on something.
Yep. So they're going to hold him on that until they get everything over. But yeah,
Okay.
Todd County isn't fucking around when it comes to that.
Well,
I mean, ultimately, Stearns County they should feel ashamed that knowing that a level 3 sex offender was en route, to come do the things he was going to do with a minor in their county. And they just, nope, we can't do nothing with that. You're not police.
I think that should be part of the shame too, is that you guys did it the right way. You guys told the authorities what was going on, exactly what time it was going down. And was it, you say Stearns County or Waite Park? Like who's I want to know who to shame for not taking this seriously.
Waite Park ultimately, but it comes down to the Stearns County, like, fucking rules bullshit. And Janelle Kendall, and I mean, her playing guitar is more important. You know, that's what it comes down to. She don't give a fuck.
Now,
They'd
is
rather give you
Janelle-
a speeding ticket on the way to work.
Is Janelle Kendall police chief or prosecutor?
No, she's a county attorney.
County attorney. Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Look, the county attorney's office, they just let some daycare worker who beat the shit out of a 4-year-old, punched him in the stomach and stuff. They did 1 day in jail, and they let him Alford plea, not even a guilty plea, and they'll never do a day in jail.
Yep, that's exactly what it's all about in Stearns County. I mean, it's so fucking corrupt, and people just don't realize it. And that's going to be part of my mission too, is for people to think before they vote.
Dude, that you have no idea how mad that makes me to know, because like I have, like you have a feeling in your gut. You're like, I feel like this county is fucking up bad, and then you tell me a story like this, and I'm like, oh shit, I didn't want to be right about that.
Yeah, you should see the thousands of messages I have about how corrupt Stearns County is, and people that just type in me pages of shit. I mean, there's a lot of pissed off people with that video and having nobody to have my back on that.
Yeah,
I mean, for all they know, it could have been a real kid. Then what?
Right.
Are we going to be proactive or are we going to be reactive?
That's just it. And it's not like you guys want to be vigilantes. You go to them and you say, work with us. We're handing this to you on a silver platter. You don't have to do a thing. You're going to interview him, and you do a great job of trying to get him to admit it. That cuts down on the amount of work the police have to do. And then for them just to not only do you call and they say, okay, we got it, and then for them not to show up. I mean, that's a serious indictment.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, it really makes me sick to my stomach, but I mean, if it comes down to it, I'm just going to end up dragging them into another county, and I'll have them meet me there.
Yeah, and you said Todd County deserves a lot of the credit here?
100%. Yeah, they took that real seriously. That investigator called me probably an hour after I posted the video, and he's seen it, and he knew exactly who it was, and yeah, they went from there.
Good. Well, congratulations to Todd County. I tell you what, I know you said you don't use your name because you don't want, I'm going to respect that. Can you give the name of I guess, where you post this stuff? I don't want to give away too much information. I want to let you do it.
Yeah, I post it all on my page. It's it's THREETWO, and then the number 0, and then Pred Patrol.
Yeah, 320 Pred Patrol. The number 0, so it's spelled out 32, and then the number 0, and then Pred Patrol is the Facebook page where all this stuff gets posted. Well, man, great work. Thank you very much for calling. We stumbled upon the video. We were talking about it on the show, and I just figured I'd shoot you a message and see if you'd come on. And if you need any help from this show, we're based in St. Cloud. If you need any help from me I have 3 kids, so I have a vested interest in seeing pieces of shit like this brought to justice. If you need any help from our show, if you need any help from me, please keep my number and contact me if I can help you guys in any way.
Yeah, I really appreciate that, man. I've been watching your show for many years, all the way all the way from 101.
Awesome, man. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, I'll do anything to help you guys out other than be a decoy. I don't think I'd have the stomach for that.
Oh, come on.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's tough. I got to work on my investigating skills and being in front of a camera, but everything's coming around. I got a lot of help behind the scenes. And
if you need me to be your Chris Hansen interview guy, I would absolutely love to help in that way if I can put my talents to use in that fashion.
We can do some pretty good content. When I get a catch, I can end up getting you on the phone, and you could be a priest that wants to talk to the Pred, and you can interview him over the phone.
Deal. Yeah, no, I mean
you can
that.
You can say all kinds of funny shit to them, and we'll get a good laugh out of it.
No, I 100% am dead serious. If you want me to do that, I'm in. You just send me a text, give me a call. I'll do it.
All right, sounds good, man.
All right, take it easy, buddy.
You too. Later.
There's 320 Pred Patrol. I keep wanting to say Ped Patrol because they're going after pedos. Yeah, I would love to be their have a seat guy. I would love to be I want to do something to fucking nail these guys. I want to do something to take these fucking assholes down. But McBuster says, what the fuck? Watching for years, you missed the onion. Yeah, I didn't ask him if the guy had an onion on his hat. I wasn't sure. But yeah, let's take these fucking guys down. Don't worry, I'm not going to rip off the have a seat thing. But yeah, I want to help those guys out for sure. 320 Pred Patrol is the number. I want to say a giant thank you. Oh, wait. Hold on. Wait. Okay. Crunchy with $200. Thank you very much, Crunchy.
And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you.
And Crunchy, you got it. She says, don't read this aloud. You got it. Absolutely. I will forward some of this to their cause and donations and shit like that, and I'll be sure to work with those guys as well. I don't think I could imitate the clergy, though. We could find some kind of ruse to meet these people and everything else, and I would love to help that way. As a committed Catholic, I wouldn't feel comfortable pretending to be a member of the clergy. I don't think I could do that. Thank you very much, Crunchy, for the $200. That is very much appreciated. Thank you. Main Vein with $10. Thank you very much. Let's play the little drop for Main Vein. Where'd it go? Be very quiet. I'm hunting Negroes. Main Vein with $10 says, that man is a hero. Thank you for having him on. Everyone needs to be this guy. The government is going to do nothing to protect our kids. I'm going to post this online, and I hope it goes viral here locally, that interview and us going over the video and all that. Stearns County needs to be shamed. And everybody who misses easy slam dunks like this needs to be shamed, because this is about keeping children safe, and that's it. Like, there's no, like, there's no fucking ulterior motive or anything like that. It's literally just keeping kids safe. And it's not like you have to do a big investigation. These guys are handing you the fucking case, and you do nothing. You don't show up. They're saying this guy thinks he's there to meet a 13-year-old girl. What if this guy sees a 13-year-old at the mall and he thinks it's that one and he goes up to him and he does something? And Stearns County, in their infinite wisdom, went, we got better shit to do. Fuck those people. Fuck them. Main Vein with $1 says, fuck yeah, Crunchy. Love when she shows up. I'm glad that a good amount came in during that segment and that we can, that kind of, I love doing that kind of stuff. If we get support during those kind of segments, man, I'm thrilled. So wait a minute. Now I have to do math. We were at 110. So that leaves 90. We're 70 away from this morning. And if we hit that, it looks like I'm going until 9 o'clock tonight. And don't you worry, I got plenty to get to 9 o'clock because I did not expect that we would be spending an hour on that. This morning, there we go. 60 memberships away from 700. If you guys want to get 70 more in there by the end of tonight's show, please and thank you. Great work. 260 checking out tonight's show. Pretty average, but the quality is stellar. Skeezy Whitefish says law enforcement is pathetic until you're going 5 miles per hour over the speed limit, and then they're on it. Unfortunately, right? Unfortunately. Let's see. We got, 320PPW5Y says, thank you for having me on, man. Oh, so that's, okay, that's that guy. All right, I was over in the Rumble chat hanging out. I missed him over on YouTube there. Well, like I said, anything you guys need, if you don't feel comfortable being on the camera, I would love to confront these assholes in person. And I can keep my shit together. I can be a journalist, for sure. All right, guys, hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow. It's going to be kind of tough to top that. I'll be honest. We've got the Somali fraud stuff coming up, the raids that happened today, the federal government. You know what was funny about all those Fed raids on the Somali daycares and all of that stuff? I want to get to this too, the Chris Sims controversy. This is interesting. Tim Walz now is trying to partially take credit for it. Like, Tim Walz is trying to go, oh, yeah, you know why the feds are here? Because I told him about all the fraud that was going. Our hard work we did here in Minnesota, that alerted the feds, and so the feds came in and got these guys. And Kash Patel, and look, I'm not a big Kash Patel guy lately, but Kash Patel called him out. He's like, excuse me? Aren't you the guy who's been like standing in the way of our federal agents arresting people for the last 2 years? Like, aren't you the guy who at one point says there is no fraud? These guys are targeting us. Now you're trying to go, look what we did. Meanwhile, our legislature can't get anything passed about enforcing fraud prosecution, even in like the smallest degree in our session right now. The fucking balls on Tim Walz to try and take credit for that. Unreal. OG Anonymous Fake Dono with $10 says, let's go till 10. All right. Thank you. You Need Me More. Oh, shit. I just lost it. You Need Me More with $5. You Need Me More says, love that segment. This is super important work. Like I said, I would love to work with those guys. $100 from Crunchy says, oh, shut up and take my money. Great shows lately. Oh, my God. Thank you.
And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you.
Guys, could you do me a favor? Stop giving the show money now. Okay, that's enough. Stop. Main Vein with $100 says, 9 it is. Great show tonight. Turn that frown upside down and have some faith, Aaron. You are on the right path. The Lord's got you, my Christian brother. All right, that's enough.
And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you.
We're good. We're good now, okay? Our bank is over 100. We're solid. Thank you. I appreciate it. You're all being very nice. You're all being very evil. You're all being very generous, but we're thank you. I cannot appreciate it enough. By the way, Sam Show says, see, all this whining pays off. That is not the lesson to take from this. The lesson is not, hey, Aaron, make sure you keep whining. No. No Pen 15 Fathead with $5 says Aaron is crunchy. Yeah, get ready for that one. I'm Main Vein. I'm crunchy. I'm Sanford's son. I'm Gray Duckling. I'm who is it? Dennis. I'm who's the guy I just sent all the merch out to today? The guy we sent the wallet and the dad joke book to. I'm Dinkelman. I'm all of them. By the way, Gray Duckling and Dinkelman, your stuff's in the mail. T-Baby with $1 says, no matter how much money you make, you're still fat. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's good to keep me on the straight and narrow. My Lost Interest says, can we get a refund? Yeah, for sure. Mike Go says, now sack Johnny. No, Johnny gets an extra day. Sam Show says, fire him immediately. Main Vein with $1 says, night show is the best show. By the way, 320 Pred Patrol, if you guys want a copy of that, let me know. I can send it to you. He says, I would love for you to come in a catch with me. I got 3 lined up in the area. I'll shoot you. Can I text you on the number you called me, or shoot me a text on the number you just called, and I'll get in touch with you guys and we'll set something up for sure. Red Fox Mad with $4.99. All right, we're good. We're solid. We're set. Everything's great. Red Fox Mad says we need this law in Minnesota. Well, let's take a look since we're on the topic tonight. I appreciate it. All right, Abel Graham with $1 says, no matter how much money you make, you're gay. Thank you. All right, we're good. We nailed it. Ryan the Garbage Man says, maybe I should whine to my boss more. Well, you know what they say about the squeaky wheel. Eric Cartman says, everyone's now sending me, everybody's sending me what the lesson should be for tonight's show. He says, the lesson is use Johnny as bait. Crunchy with another $20. Oh my God. You're going to bring this guy in as a regular contributor to the show.
Wanna fuck? Let's fuck!
Says, how dare you, sir? There are no mashed potatoes in these pockets. Thank you, Crunchy, for the $20. But I'm telling you, we're good now. We're good. Thank you so much for your generosity. This is too kind. No Mayonnaise says, Steel Toe eats yellow squash raw for this shape. Fucking dick. Thank you guys. I should probably unpin. There's no goals here tonight. Main Vein with $1. All right, we're good. Main Vein with $1 says, do it, Aaron. Get those sick fucks and help protect our kids. And if they want to use our YouTube channel, or if we want to create a new YouTube channel or whatever, I'm here to help. My Lost Interest says, can we get the Elmer Fudd drop and change it to pedos? What do you think? Boozmock, are you still in the chat, or did I hit all the goals and do really well so you dipped out because it's no fun anymore? Your thoughts. Here, real quick. Let's give him a baseline so he can do it. Let's be very quiet. I'm hunting pedophiles. There. Now if he wants to do it, he can. Main Vein with $1 says, Crunchy is a badass. All right. Thank you so much. I can't handle all of the generosity. Did I say I would have an old-fashioned if we knocked out this morning? I did, didn't I? All right, well, I got to go make... Are you guys okay if I bail at like 8 o'clock and go make that and we fuck around and watch all the... You know what? It would be great to have an old-fashioned while we watch all the Somali fraud stuff. That would be good. Let's do that. Oh, God. Red Fox Matt is flirting with Crunchy in the chat. Oh, shit. It's going to get... We might have to meet those two at Crossroads Center. All right, let's... Hulkamasha Baby says, you're better off starting a new one. Your algorithm is all live shows or won't get the reach like a new dedicated channel will. That's probably not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. And those guys might already have a channel, too. So there's that. Okay. May I continue on? Stoned Out says, go make it now. Oh, also, On a Wall, thank you for the gifted membership. I appreciate that. What are we now? 59 memberships away from 700. Thank you very, very much. 59 from 700. All right, I'm going to pin a new thing to the top of the chat. Stop giving money. We have made too much. You are too kind. Thank you. There we go. If you guys... It's too much. All right, it's too much. Here. Thank you so much. No more money. Too kind. Thank you. Now we're going to pin that to the YouTube as well. Thank you, Main Vein, for $1. Says, do it, Aaron. You deserve a buzz tonight. Thank you. Crunchy Cynicism with $5. Says, you have to make the old-fashioned now, but you also have to play my song for the break. It's in DMs. I believe that was... the DM. Oh, we also have this crazy bitch that got arrested in, I think, Mankato. A couple of our, it was Raziv Chaz sent me this story, and he's like, she's already perfect, Aaron. We don't need to fix her. And I'll tell you this, she's a fucking nut bar and a half. That's for sure. All right, Crunchy wants us to play this song while I make an old-fashioned. All right, thank you guys very much. Abel Graham gifting a membership. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Chevrolet JB says, you did say you would fire Johnny. Papa Shab says, how do we convince him to fire the cripple? I don't know. I think we're $140 away from tomorrow. No, I'm not going to fire Johnny. You know what I should do? I should just have no gold tomorrow night. I don't think the morning show should get any of your guys' generosity. All right, they want me to make the old-fashioned. They're getting tired of me flapping my cock flappers or whatever you call them, whatever I use in the sauna. All right, I'm going to go make that old-fashioned. You guys enjoy the music and whatnot. Make an old-fashioned in 5 minutes. I'm pretty dainty. Oh, fuck, I'm out of ice. Ew, I'm going to have a non-ice old-fashioned, unless I have those metal cubes in the freezer. Ah, cunt. All right, here we go. Well, you know what? We'll figure it out. I'll be right back. Welcome to the program, boys and girls. The evening show strikes again. And $1 from Main Vein says, I'm 6 tall boys deep after working 12 turning wrenches. Night show rules supreme. It really does. It is a night show supremacy. Eric Cartman says, never ever stop refusing money, dickhead. Yeah, well, they can still send money. This way I just don't look like a greedy dick if I tell them to stop and that they've been generous enough. At least this way I look like I tried to stop them. It puts me on both sides of the wall. It's nice. Papa Shab says, you're not going to fire Johnny, but you should fire Johnny. Main Vein with another $1 says, best show and chat in the biz. Everyone here is rad. That's a weird way to say white. He's calling the Molly dealer now. It would have been really funny if Sanford and Son would have dropped 20 memberships while I was gone. Boozmock says, where did Toe go? Getting beers? No, I told them that if they knocked out tonight and this morning and we got back to perfect, that I would make an old-fashioned. So here we go. And, oh, my cherry sunk below the ice. And before you guys say, where's the orange peel, you faggot? I use orange bitters. So, same thing. You know what sucks, though? I had to use the sugar cube because I'm out of agave nectar. Oh, agave nectar sets off an old-fashioned like nobody's business. I usually don't cut old-fashions with water. Some people do. I don't. But when I have to use sugar instead of the agave nectar, a little bit of water, unfortunately. If I would have known I don't drink anymore. So like if I would have known I was making an old fashioned, I would have got some agave nectar today. Boozmock says, nice. It only took $300 for him to have a drink with us. Well, hey, if you're going to be a hooker, at least charge a lot, you know? By the way, Boozmock, they want you to change the $10 drop. So I've got to give you a baseline for the AI, and it would be, I'm going to do it again since you obviously weren't here when I did it the first time. Be very quiet. I'm hunting pedophiles. There you go. There you go. Main Vein says, especially Crunchy. Yes, we owe all of this tonight to Crunchy and Main Vein and everybody else. Look, let's not act like there aren't dozens of people doing great work. Gray Duckling, My Lost Interest, Anonymous, OG, Fake Dono, You Need Me More, Abel Graham, On a Wall, bunch of motherfuckers. All we had to do was bring some really rad people on as guests on our show. Crunchy Cynicism says, how are you out of the one thing in an old fashioned that's free? No, I had ice. I found ice. I was out of the bag I had. So I've never had a refrigerator that the ice keeps working. It always breaks. And it doesn't break as much as the hose in the back gets pinched. The fridge I have now is new. And I just changed the water filter in it. And the water still is not right to me. I still use the Culligan. But I figured it would solve the ice problem. And it didn't. So I think I got to bring that fucker out and unkink the hose. And I don't know. I don't know if that's a common problem with people, but in every house or every apartment I've ever lived in, I have not been able to keep the ice machine working. It fucking blows goats. Main Vein with $1 says she's a little sweetie. All right, everybody stop trying to fuck Crunchy. All right? She's like 6'8". She can kick your ass. No trying to stick our dicks in Crunchy. Unless I'm cock blocking Crunchy, then fucking go for it. Thank you. See the size of this drink? I'm going to be fucking wasted by the end of the night. All right, let's get into some nonsense. We're going to talk about Somalis in just a little bit, but Red Fox Mad did send us this story and said that Stearns County needs this law. I'm still really hot that Stearns County didn't do fucking anything about this predator that was in the mall.
18-year-old mall shooting suspect Markel Lee is described as having an extensive criminal history. Friday, Governor Jeff Landry blamed the judicial system for allowing repeat offenders off the hook and out of custody. News 2's Alexis Maroney joining us live tonight with reaction from the community.
Michael, Friday, the governor put the blame on the judicial system, supporting legislation that lets lawmakers kick judges off the bench. Those I spoke to say
now that's interesting, but that is kind of like, I like the idea in a visceral sense, like in a knee-jerk reaction sense. But in the sense of it's the legislative interfering with the judiciary, I don't like it. Like, I'm having this issue, and Nick Fuentes talks about this a lot. He calls people like me faggots, which is interesting because a lot of people call him one. But he makes this point where he's like, some of you guys who are still like libertarian-ish, right? You cling to that Constitution too fucking much. He goes, we need a more authoritarian leader that leads a moral country. And I think about that. I'm like, maybe, but then the people that control shit now, isn't it just easier when they can just control one guy? You know, like Nick Fuentes never lets the Constitution get in the way of him advocating for something that he thinks is good for the country. I'm not there yet. You know, I don't know about Bapa Shab and Sam Show and, you know, other people whose opinions on this show I might respect or lean towards. But like, I'm not at the point where I can go, yeah, fuck it, trample all over the judiciary or trample all over this. Like, I still believe in separation of powers. Maybe that's gay. But like, I'm like, yeah, man, kick these judges off the bench. Because like, these judges who let these Somalis go in Minnesota after they've ripped us off for millions of dollars, it's like, I hate them. I think they're doing a disservice. I think they're letting people get away with shit. And all because of their liberal orthodoxy. But then again, if the legislature then went, we think you're doing a shit job, we're going to kick you off the bench, does that skew things too far in favor of the legislative branch? Or, God forbid, if the executive could just start kicking them out, which I guess in some cases they can let go of like federal judges, circuit judges and shit like that. Do I have a problem with that? It's tricky.
The real change needs to happen at home. In a moment, anything can change.
You know, during the course of this fight, I seen a lot of people changing about the way yous felt about me and about the way I's felt about yous. I guess what I'm trying to say is in this ring, you had two guys killing each other. But I guess that's better than 20 million. If I can change and you can change, everybody can change. I'm sorry.
Several families, everything changed Thursday here at the Mall of Louisiana. One 17-year-old is charged with murder. Another 17-year-old's life ended.
Very sad.
17-year-old Markel Lee's first court appearance for the mass shooting happened here.
Really? And you're saying that the real change needs to happen at home? You really think? I'm going to go into this one blind and make an assumption that if you looked at this kid's home life, he didn't have a fucking chance. What I mean is nobody in his home life was going to change for the better that would have given this guy a better life.
19th judicial.
So like if you go, well, we just need to trust that the home life needs to improve. Yeah, so not going to happen in a lot of homes in this country.
District Courthouse. Lee is charged in the killing of 17-year-old Martha Odom and shooting 5 others. Monday morning, we set up in front of the courthouse. It's where I met Kiara Turner.
My cousins and my aunt, they work inside of the mall. It was very scary.
And Silverine Parker.
She's like, yeah, it was very scary. I mean, there's way too many black people in there, y'all. They violent.
They trying to play God.
Friday, Baton Rouge police announced Lee's arrest.
Our thoughts and prayers go out to the victims.
Saying at 17 years old, he had an extensive criminal history.
I'm done with them. It doesn't matter how old they are.
Governor Jeff.
Wait, holy shit, wait a minute. That's the governor of Louisiana? I'm sure he's a total fascist, but make him president. Where have you been hiding this guy? This guy's existed this whole time?
I'm done with them. It doesn't matter how old they are.
Governor.
I fucking love this guy. Dude, there's got to be a best of the governor of Louisiana. It's got to be him just losing his shit.
Jeff Landry blames judges for a lax legal system he believes is too lenient in sentencing.
We got 18,000 acres that ain't going. If it's up to me, I'd set them all there for the rest of their lives.
I was kind of shocked, but he do have a point.
Okay, this is the wildest shit that the media does. You understand black people who live in these neighborhoods are down with that attitude, right? You understand that the media is trying to cover that up. There's a shitload of especially older black people who are like, he's right, we should be locking all these fucking wild animals up. Like, you think we're dramatic about it. You think we're dramatic about lock these fucking creeps up. They're monsters. They're animals. They're just here to prey on people. You think we're bad with that shit. Imagine the innocent people who have been living in these neighborhoods for decades and see it changing for the worse. You don't think there's black people in those neighborhoods where if they just changed their skin color, the media wouldn't call them Nazis and racist? 100% there's a shitload of those people. Where this lady's like, well, yeah, I mean, he's really angry, but he's got a point.
People, the offenders, definitely need to be stayed locked up.
Landry touted a piece of legislation that, with voter approval, would allow the legislature to force out judges.
Like, all of that, like, soft on crime, give people a second chance shit, that doesn't come from the black community. That comes from white progressives. That comes from guilty white progressives who spent too much time in a university, away from the real world, not seeing how shit actually works. They don't talk to cops or judges or anybody or attorneys or anything like that and know how shit actually works. They've just been pumped full of white guilt in school, and they just go, well, you know, we need to give them a second chance because somehow this is my fault. Meanwhile, if you go to the people who live in those communities, they'd be like, no, lock these fucking animals up. It's impossible to cross the street with my grandkids.
For malfeasance, incompetence, or
you're not going to see a lot of black old ladies in the hood going, all these boys deserve a second chance because just because they murdered some little girl at the mall doesn't mean that that's got to be their whole life. You never hear old black men or old black ladies talk like that. That's some pussy-ass liberal white shit from people who live in the suburbs.
Gross misconduct.
You do have to take accountability.
Kiara Turner believes the responsibility isn't all on the judges, but on the person who's released from custody. So you think it depends on the person?
It does. If they do make the decision to let you go home, now it's up to you to do better.
And if the
but a lot of us don't want to roll the dice because we've seen how that works regularly in that it doesn't work. And we have recidivism rates in this country that are out of this world. This is the worst part. We've done this experiment over and over. We know what the results are, and we keep fucking doing it.
Passes, voters would decide next April whether to make the change official. Live in the news.
There is no next April. One's enough. One's enough. Boy, this is going down way too smooth. You guys have to stop being so generous. This is good. It's going down way too easy. And as I drink it, I sit here going, another one wouldn't be so bad. Yo, boy, don't you fucking do it. No Pen 15 Fathead with $2 says, I'm just trying to put a ring on Crunchy's finger. Stop it. Crunchy with $5 says, Victor, please clip the whole old-fashioned recap. That was so gay, honestly. Aaron, you're not even trying anymore. What did I do? Oh, where I talked about my agave nectar and how I had to use sugar instead of agave nectar. Did that come off as gay? Oh, no. Bro, if that came off as gay, that makes me look really bad because that was just, I didn't even think that was gay. That was just normal. Those were just my thoughts on my drink. I'd make anybody who comes to my home and I host them, they get a mean old fashioned. You know, I've even got the smoker kit in the summertime. I'll smoke your old fashioned, dog. I got peach wood chips. I got applewood chips. I got cherry. I got oak. I have maple. Do I have maple? I might be full of shit on that one. Pear. I got pear. I got wood. Oh no, I'm not even one old fashioned deep and I'm drunk already. I got wood, dog. And the only thing is, here's where I fuck up. I don't know how to refill the butane in the torch. Like I try, I have a thing of butane. I have the fluid. I got rid of that guy. I can't fill it. It doesn't work. Or I don't know if I flooded it. I'm not sure. I'm not a real man. $1 from Oops should have listened to the OGs says call Stearns County and get answers like you would have done back when you were on 101. $1 from Main Vein says Chad Boozmock. Chad Boozmock indeed. Are we good? Oh God. Dude, look at this. Look at how much is still left in there. I'm fucking zooted. This was not a big drink. I'm fucking toasty, dog. What do you want to do tonight? We got another hour and 10 minutes. Dude, we're just fucking chilling because everyone's throwing money at the toe and just loving life. I look like Mersh right now. You guys just want to do some dirty Jersey Rat clips and talk some shit? I love that guy. Dude, that dirty Jersey Rat, dude, shout out to dirty Jersey Rat. I don't even think he likes me very much. But he's always been very nice to me. And not only that, so he clipped my Ethan Ralph interview. And I told the clippers, I'm like, hey, you guys can do whatever you want. Like, obviously, you can clip the Ralph interview. But if you could please just give me till tomorrow morning or just give me a few hours or whatever, like 12 hours, I would appreciate that. And last night, Dirty Jersey Rat not only waited the 12 hours, but Dirty Jersey Rat also like did the thing where we collaborated on the video. And I thought that was very sweet. If I saw a Dirty Jersey Rat in the sauna, I'd talk to him about cars and the Timberwolves. And he's a big wrestling fan. Dude, Dirty Jersey Rat, I'm kind of like being a fag right now for Dirty Jersey Rat. Stalin, clip it. Like, Dirty Jersey Rat's a wrestling fan. Like, I follow him on Twitter. He's got an awesome theme song. I would do a pro wrestling podcast with Dirty Jersey Rat and Ethan Ralph. We talk wrestling like a bunch of fucking neckbeard retards. This was a bad idea. But I got some networking done tonight, bro. I'm going to work for pedophile hunters. I like that. I fucking am so excited for that. I'm going to stop giving a shit about this show because I'm just going to be hunting pedophiles all fucking day. I'm not going to say anything more than that because then it's going to sound extrajudicial. I can't say judicial. All right, let's continue on. Taipan with $1 says Baton Rouge has become just as bad as it is in New Orleans. The surrounding parishes also pay. The police cannot keep up. Oh, shit. I promise we're going to talk shit about Somalis tonight. I'm going to get there. Grand Poobah with $2 says, as a seasoned bartender, I can say with authority that the only correct way to make an old-fashioned is the way you like it. You're the one drinking it. Drink what you like. I like agave nectar in mine. Suck my fucking clit. My lost interest with $1 says, got air trapped in your lighter. Press the button until no air or butane comes out. You want to try that tonight? You guys want to smoke a fucking old-fashioned right in front of God? You want God to watch me make a drink? He'd be so proud of me. I love Jesus. I do. That's not a fucking irony, you fucking cunt. You need to love Jesus too. And the Catholic way. The universal church, not... Like, don't go to a rock concert in a movie theater. Like, actually genuflect in front of Christ. He's present in the Eucharist, you dick. Solo Scriptura. Shut up. Stop ruining awesome shit. Anyway, Boozmock with $1 says, do my last steel toe stumbles vid. Check your DMs, bish. Sent clip as you requested. Oh, he's sending me DMs, bish. I say that to SP sometimes. I can't stop saying bish. We should have Mersh on the show. Main Vein with $1 says, Crunchy, jump from YouTube and come to Rumble. Yeah, Crunchy, why not join us on Rumble so people can fucking hit on you there too. Chevrolet JB with $1 says, the butane can, I'm the butane can. Butane can ain't nothing to fuck with. Butane can ain't nothing to fuck with. Butane can ain't nothing to fuck with. Anyway, the butane can needs to be updated down. You mean upside down? The backwards man. $10 from Crunchy, who apparently wants to give me their tax rebate. Says, I got maple, I got oak, I got wood. How much for another old-fashioned? LMAO. I'm drinking vicariously through you, and at this point, I'm loving it. Here's the deal. I don't think SP would be proud of me if I got drunk tonight. And I value her opinion because I love her very much. So, are you asking me what the price for an old-fashioned is? I don't want to. We've made a lot of money tonight, and I don't want to hit you up for more money. How much for another old-fashioned? She did ask. That's it. Is that my rule? That is my official rule, right? Like, how much for another old-fashioned? I don't know. What do you think, guys? How much for another old-fashioned? Let me scroll down here. What do you guys think? Von Kaiser says, be a whore. Papa Shop says for free. Bro, I'm like, I still got 33% of this one left, and I'm already toasted. Taste Fairy says, give a price, bish. $200. $200. And I'll tell you why I'm saying $200. A lot of you are going to think I'm being a whore or I'm being unreasonable. The reason I'm saying $200 is because I'm hoping that's a number they don't hit. I don't want it. I'm good. Redbird with $2 says, oh my God, your cheeks are chubby tonight. I worked out so fucking hard tonight, and I'm not going to hear that shit. Main Vein with $1 says, don't be jealous of Crunchy, Aaron. My Lost Interest with $1 says, as your lawyer, I advise you to stop talking. Why? What did I say? What did I say, Bish? What'd I say, Bish? Historically White says, Aaron's legitimately a lightweight. You should have seen when he drank 3 beers one night. It's true. Angelica's doll says, why are you pretending to be hammered? Dude, if I was pretending to be hammered, it would be way less pathetic than what's actually going on. That's what I'm telling you. Chad Buzmak says, do it for free. You got 300 already, you dancing whore. Trampling at the Zoo says, $500. Make Shrek pay. No, don't give me any money because I'm not going to have another one. I'm done. I didn't think this one was going to hit me as stiff as it did. All right, Buzmak, I'll check my fucking DMs. We're not doing a real show. These evening shows aren't real shows. You know that, right? By the way, 267 of you checking out the show, which is like the most fine number I can think of. Like, honestly, for our evening shows, like, 260 is like, I'm not going to fucking suck my own dick about that number, but I'm also not going to be sad about it. It's like the most fine number. All right, we all heard you. No. I'm not going to. No. That's not what we're going to do on this program. We're not going to do that. All right. Stop feeding the Jew money. Someone says, all right, let's go to the DMs. Buzmak wants the DMs. Ooh, what's Ralph tweeting about? Is this going to be juicy? Holy shit. What happened to Ralph? I like Ralph, by the way. I'm not going to snake Ralph or shit talk. I like Ralph. I'm rooting for Ralph, to be honest. They say don't show your weakness here. Oh, God, don't. Please don't. Does he love Scarlett? He loves Scarlett. Should we have Scarlett on the show? He loves her so much. I hope he doesn't do what I think he's going to do. Don't show your true self. Never give them anything too real. They're right. But that's just not me. I don't want to be fake. It's one of the only things I have that I feel like people respect, even the ones who hate me. Fuck, he's going to have a baby with her. I want to apologize to my viewers for driving back into my vices with drink and nihilist thinking. I went to Wisconsin to do a documentary to pile on the quartering, to be the alpha male. It didn't work out the way I'd planned. I mean, that's one way to put it. You had to fucking drive to Chicago to get out of the country. It's not Scarlett's fault. I mean, it's kind of Scarlett's fault. It's mine for thinking that was something I could do in a disordered state. I've lost my smile, as Shawn Michaels went. No, we're not quoting 1996 Shawn Michaels. Don't do this. You're the Ralpha male. Oh, no, he lost his smile. There's no one to blame but myself. I hope this doesn't turn into a suicide note. Things start piling up when you live the gimmick. Oh, no. This is not good. Like, Ralph and I are taking two different directions. He's losing his smile, and I'm about to start fucking up the world of pedophiles. Things start piling up when you live the gimmick. Then you look back up the mountain and wonder how you can get to the place you once were or anywhere near it. Take it from someone who's never getting back to their mountain, Ralph. It's fine. Just find a way to live with it. Hunt pedophiles. I've looked up that mountain so many times. The hardest part is I knew better and dove back in anyway. Don't throw Scarlett under the bus. You guys are made for each other. I'm so appreciative of all the love and support I've gotten over the years, this year included. I'm sure a lot of my friends and supporters are disappointed in me. I'm disappointed in myself. I know that this is my calling. This is what I've dedicated my life to. Dude, come hunt pedophiles with me. The drama and hate sometimes feels so meaningless. Laugh at them. It's funny. They're on the internet. Who gives a shit? Because it is. I've played my fair part in it all. I realize this will read as hypocritical to some. I just don't know where you're going with this. I don't know if you're going to convert to Catholicism or blow your head off, or both. Well, we're all hypocrites. The bill eventually comes due, though. Buzmak is losing his mind right now. He's like, just read my fucking DM, you piece of shit. The wages of sin. No, Ralph, the wage of sin is death. Saul of Tarsus, a.k.a. St. Paul, said that, but he said Christ came to pay that bill. That I'm not cashing it in. I wanted to come back today. I'm just focused on drying out, and Cleo is acting a little strange. Well, she'll give you a free reading. I showed my kids the Patois Bible, by the way. My daughter was like, my oldest was like, Dad, what's that language that Jamaican people speak? I said, oh, that's called Patois. She's like, yeah, it's so crazy. I was like, did you know that there's a Patois Bible? And so we listened to some of the book of John, the Gospels according to John, in Patois. Nobody cares. No opening. Oh, no, hold on. I think it's anxiety over smoke. Regardless, I have to take her back into the vet for my own peace of mind and her checkup. No openings left today. Tomorrow morning is the plan. I'm rambling like a mental patient, not nearly as much as you think. At this point, maybe that's an apt comparison. I should have done an outline. This shit can really eat you alive. If you let it, I have. Still, I ain't heard no bell. Hey, a Rocky reference, even though it's shitty fucking Rocky 5. I hope to be back tomorrow. I pray that some of you have gotten something good from my public life, or at least some entertainment. Ethan Ralph. Oh, no. What happened? I don't understand how that works. Like, I don't get that, like, Ralph he's fucking crashing out because of what? Because of, what's her name? Because of Scarlett? Dude, it's fine. She's a girl. Alex and I, like, Alex wanted to talk about Ralph and Scarlett. Alex and I were sitting down at B-Dubs, neither of us drank booze either. What a couple of fags. He had a Diet Coke. I had a strawberry lemonade because I've quit pop. I've quit soda. So I sat down to have dinner with Stein, and I had a strawberry lemonade. We both commented on how gay it was. Thank God. But we were talking about Ralph and Scarlett. And I won't say what Alex said because it's not my place to say. But, like, we were fascinated by it. And I just feel like Ralph and Scarlett together is like what both of them, like, that's the best both of them can do right now. And they should make it work. But also, on the other hand, like, it's going to end in a murder-suicide, so maybe not. Boozmock says, as requested, I would like my money cut on both these clips. I can remove the laugh if you need, as it doesn't line up with the video, but it's still good. All right, let's take a look. Let's see. Guys, let's see how Boozmock did on our $10 drop video. Here we go. What the fuck? Oh, I guess I have to hit unmute. I shouldn't drink during shows. You guys think it's so funny that I drink during shows. I really suck at it. Be very quiet. I'm hunting pedophiles. Do we want the laugh or no? I want the laugh, to be honest with you. If you want to know the truth about it. All right, I got to download this now. Boozmock. Where's the download option? Boozmock, why don't I have a download option? Oh, save as. There we go. No, it's just saving as a web page. Oh, here, the one that says the download arrow. There we go. Here we go. Be very quiet. I'm hunting pedophiles. And so this works. Be very quiet. I'm hunting pedophiles. There. I think we got it. $2 from NoPen15 Fathead says this love story really makes me think of Crunchy. I hope Crunchy's got her shit together better than Ralph and Scarlett do. I hope so. All right, let's go to the someone says I missed the Negro one. I'm going to get a lot of that. All right. Let's go to the chat here for a little bit. We're going till 9 tonight, by the way. Angelica's doll says, you men DM each other a lot, don't you? I don't think Dirty Jersey Rat and I did DM, but like once. That's it. $1 from Redbird says, take a closer look in the camera. You got 2 plateaus of fat under each eye that reach towards your nose. Sam Show says, he lost his smile. He's smileless.
Oh, buddy.
What? I love PPP impressions. Sam Show says, he's Shawn Michaels. Sad. Pathetic.
Oh, buddy.
What? Dis Big Bitch with $2 says, I am crunchy. I was Dis Big Bitch on Twitch. Oh, geez, no. LOL. I like YouTube better. That's fine. Anna Wall says, the casino will have a field day. Doesn't anybody have empathy? Doesn't anybody, like, Historically White says, Mersh will have a good interpretation of this. Yeah, Mersh will shit on this from here to the end of time. But, like, doesn't anybody have a little bit of empathy for Ralph? Like, I'm not deep in the Ralph lore. I don't know a lot about Ralph. So, that's just so sad to me, you know? My Lost Interest says, Buzmaki's never going to remember to check his DMs again. He's so drunk on one old fashioned. I'm fine. I'll do whatever the fuck I want, bitch. I'm like a white lady at a brunch right now. Main Vein with $1 says, they are real shows to us. See what happens when you let the chat run wild and no Johnny? You clean up, man. Get Scarlett on the show. Get me Scarlett right now. We've got 53 minutes left in tonight's show. Get her on the... No, she'll send me to jail. Los Federales with $1 says, oh my God, R.I.P. Cletus Mack. Love from Lil Uzi Vert, Lil Wayne, Lil Pump, Lil Yachty, Lil Xan, Lil Dicky, Lil John, Lil Durk, Lil Peep, Lil Kim, Lil Baby, Lil Bibby, Lil Reese, Lil White, Lil Scrappy, Lil Aaron, Lil Tay. Can't believe I did that. Thank you. Thank you so much for the $1. $1 from Los Federales. I just read that one. What am I? Some kind of, what? Treat me like I'm a half a fag or something. Jeremy Saga is never ending. He is claiming everyone's videos. Is he really? Is Jeremy still getting after it? Yeah, he's committed, man. You guys want to bag on some Somalis? Let's fucking go, right? What are the Somalis up to? They got raided today. The federal government, by the way, the federal government with the raids on the Somalis today, and Tim Walz trying to take credit for it. He's like, oh, yeah, hey, guys. Yeah, this is pretty rad, right? That we did all this raiding of the Somalis. Like, look at how quickly this dickhead throws the Somalis under the fucking bus eternally because he can score some points on prosecuting the fraud. Like, this guy has continued the Governor Dayton policy of just letting these people run amok and do whatever they want. Then when it sank his third term and it's going to sink the Democrats in Minnesota, he's like, yeah, he's Yosemite Sam all of a sudden. I'm throwing all these darkies in jail, right? Kash Patel's like, dude, you didn't do shit. Get the fuck out of here. What are you doing? It's like your little brother wants to go with you and your friends to play football, and you're like, go the fuck home. Nobody wants you here. You did none of this shit. Let's go ahead and find out what happened today in Minnesota. This was breaking news during the morning show. Holy shit, that is the Charcoal Brother right about now. Charcoal Brother, check it out now. I hope me saying Charcoal Brother about a respected media figure doesn't stop me from getting the hunting pedophiles gig.
Has spent the morning raiding dozens of sites across the Twin Cities between child care facilities and autism service providers. And the governor's office tells us state investigators were in on these raids as well. The Attorney General... You
know what the best part about raiding Somali daycares and autism centers is in the middle of the business day? You're guaranteed there's not going to be any kids or autistic people anywhere in the buildings you're raiding. Like, they don't exist.
Office says this morning they're in on it too, raiding 5 autism sites across the metro. Adam Duxer spent the morning piecing this all together for us. Adam, what have you learned?
That Somalis are a fucking dishonest race and should have never been allowed in this country in the first place. Oh, I'm sorry. You meant about the raids. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, Reg, it's been busy here in South Minneapolis at this child care facility since about 6 a.m. today. And just moments ago, we saw dozens of boxes as well as electronics carried out of this building by federal investigators, put into the back of a pickup truck and driven away. And this is something that we could anticipate could have been coming for months now, because the Department of Homeland Security has said these child care providers were a top priority for them to investigate. In fact, HSI investigating some sites here in Minneapolis.
Dude, I feel like you don't even need to do these like big investigations either. Like, you could probably just walk into like some of these child care centers at random and be like, federal government, we're here to raid the place. You know, like, we found everything we need. Like, in a way, raiding a daycare center at 9 in the morning and there being no kids there is like evidence of fraud right there. Because I guarantee they're reporting that day that they had like 50 kids at the daycare and they were getting federal funding for it. So you raiding them at 9 a.m. and the place is empty. I mean, that's evidence of absence in this case is, or absence of evidence is evidence of, holy shit. I can't do another one of these. I'll be on my fucking tits. Absence of evidence in this case is evidence of absence.
All the way since this past December. But again, this morning, a massive coordinated effort between FBI as well as HSI and local and state investigators too, including at this site here in South Minneapolis, again, where it has been an all-day affair.
Could someone please clip me trying to say absence of evidence is evidence of absence? Because that would be fucking fantastic. I want that for my mantle. That's going on my trophy case, right next to my 2.5 years worth of #1 ratings. I'm just as proud of that.
So long with those investigators coming in and out of this building. The governor's office says,
you know what? That's perfect, though, that the investigators are coming in and out of the building, because the Somali community was proverbially putting their fraud dick in and out of the taxpayers of Minnesota for years. So
raids happen because,
by the way, did you know ChatGPT won't make you a thumbnail with a title that says no more Somali fraud? If you put Somali fraud in ChatGPT to make a thumbnail, it wouldn't make it for me. It said it goes against its terms of service. But if I said, like, stop the white man, I bet you they'd make me a thumbnail. I didn't realize that I get, like, fucking reactionary Nazi right wing after one old fashioned, but it's true. If I said no more Somali fraud, I think that was the title. Whatever the title of the episode is in the description down below, that's what I tried to put on the ChatGPT thumbnail. They wouldn't let me put it on there. Like, that goes against the terms of service. I couldn't even say the phrase. So I said, like, Somali fraud at an end, ? And they wouldn't allow that either. So I had to go with whatever. What does the thumbnail say? Raids in, that's what I went with. Raids in Minnesota. I couldn't put some end of Somali fraud in Minnesota. I had to put raids in Minnesota. That was it.
DHS and the Department of Children, Youth, and Families caught what they are calling, quote, irregular behavior at these sites and then reported it. The Department of Children, Youth, and Families, who oversees these facilities, says this is an effort to root out what they say is fraud and bad actors. Of course, this comes at a time when these...
They're not all bad actors. Did you see the guy in Captain Phillips? He fucking ruled. Some of them can downright. Although, is that really good acting? He just had to put on his, old hat from his last career. That guy from Captain Phillips was actually a pirate, and the media's been holding it from us.
Facilities have drawn.
Yo, where did you get that "I am the captain now" line? He's like, that's what I used to say to people when I would rob their ships. What do you want?
So much attention for the potential use and abuse of DHS programs, where it's estimated that fraudsters have...
That one was on me. I dropped my coaster on the keyboard. Guys, thanks for a great show.
Misused anywhere from hundreds of millions of taxpayer money to up to...
I'm the toe, the big bad toe, the pedo hunter. You think I get a cease and desist on that one?
$9 billion in taxpayer money. In a statement to WCCO, DHS said they quote, executed criminal search warrants in Minneapolis relating to the rampant fraud of U.S. taxpayer dollars, saying
rampant fraud. And that's the thing, U.S. taxpayer dollars. Like, if they would have been ripping off Minnesota taxpayers, Tim Walz would have never done a fucking thing about this. Nobody would have ever been arrested. But they were stealing Medicaid funds from federal taxpayers. Everybody. So if you guys think this is a Minnesota problem, it's not. They've been stealing your money too. That's the only reason this got looked at or uncovered or anything, because the Democrats in Minnesota would have allowed this forever.
Quote, no stone will be left unturned.
Ah, damn it.
Governor Tim Walz also put out a statement saying, quote, we catch criminals when state and federal agencies share information. He went on to say joint investigations work and securing justice depends on it.
Oh, shut up. Like you had anything to do with this. They said, sit down, you fucking lib cuck, and let us do our jobs. Oh, yeah. No, Timmy, you are, I mean, if anybody's Johnny on the spot on Somali fraud, it's Tim Walz. You know, the guy who at one point said, I see no evidence of Somali fraud. And by the way, usually when you say Somali fraud, you have to stop because that's fucking racist, right? But it really is like just them stealing all this fucking shitloads of money, because like black people and white people steal like $500 at a time, or like $2,500, and they buy some plane tickets to a vacation, and then they pay for the vacation out of pocket. They just get nice plane tickets with the fraud money. You start ripping off billions of dollars, like even retards are going to notice.
And Reg, as for this facility, original child care center in the Midtown Phillips neighborhood, I can tell you they've been licensed through the state since 2016, but have been flagged for more than 20 violations over the course of the last 2 years alone.
Oh my God. I thought they were going to say in the last 10 years since they've been licensed, they've been flagged for that many violations. But in the last 2 years, one more time?
Flagged for more than 20 violations over the course of the last 2 years alone.
It's basically once a month. When you take out holidays and everything else, once a month these assholes are getting flagged for violations, and nobody did anything. Once a month for 2 years, and nobody thought, oh, maybe they're full of shit about everything. Nope. Federal government had to come in, and then Tim Walz goes, isn't it great we work together? You douche.
And of course, Reg, within the last 10 minutes, we saw those federal agents bring out box upon box, as well as electronics.
Hey, come on. Her name's Habibi.
And load them into the back of that pickup and drive away. So I'm anticipating there's more we'll learn throughout the days, weeks, and months ahead.
Yeah, no shit. Not from the state of Minnesota, though. I apologize. I'm eating the cherry. Best part of the drink. That's going to help the gay rumors. No, but like, it's about time this happened. It's about time that we actually like held people accountable. And it's so disgusting. The fact that this, like, all of the delay and all of the stalling in this was 1,000% caused by the fact of the race of the people who were committing the crimes. That's the most disgusting part about it. You guys remember this one? Do you guys remember this? This is some old school steel toe shit. Thank you. All right, we're going to get to more Somali fraud. We got some more reports coming on this. But first, we've got to talk to the audience a little bit. $1 from Los Federales says this pretty much sums up Aaron drinking beer. Are we turning this into Rumble Friday? Chevrolet JB with $1 says, I'm starting to think Aaron needs an old-fashioned during every show. Well, I hope you guys are entertained. My Lost Interest with $1 says, I'm not as think as you drunk I am. Aaron Imholt. Very good. Los Federales says, check your ex. I can't wait. I hate her so much, though. I don't hate her. I shouldn't say that. That's not nice. I don't hate her. I don't hate any of my exes. Most of them, I'm just glad that they're, I'm glad I'm here and they're there. It's usually how that works. All right, let's check our X. Ew, gross. That guy's an old corpse. Here we go. This is from Los Federales. Yeah. End of Somali fraud in Minnesota. He made us the thumbnail that ChatGPT wouldn't let us have. Fucking hell. Fucking ain't right. Redbird with $1 says you can hate Nick Shirley all you want. Thank you. Great message. All right. There we go. Oh, sorry. There's more. But he only exists in a world when someone as far on the fringe of media as you are will laugh a whistleblower out of the room because they are racist. I didn't laugh him out of the room because he's racist. I laughed him out of the room because he's controlled by Jews. Big difference. Nick Shirley literally has IDF security around him when he goes to these places. It's totally a distraction from the genocide Israel's committing. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll take it. Fuck the Somalis too. Get them out of here. They add nothing to our state. That's not even racist either. Nigerians add a shitload to this country. They can stay. But like Somalis, they come from a third world shithole where there is no relation to the first world. They have no ability to adapt to our way of life. They cost us way more money than they contribute. Remember when the media was always telling us, oh, they contribute like $856 million a year to the economy. All right. Are you counting the amount of government benefits they get that they then spend? Because that doesn't count. And then we can count, there's at least $200 million to $1 billion a year in fraud. Are you counting that? There's no, if they left, the state of Minnesota would be fine. I don't care if they're white. I don't care if they're black, whatever. Fact is, if Somalis all had to leave today, I don't give a fuck where you go. Go to the UK. They love you there. This state would do better. Sorry. That doesn't mean I personally hate. That doesn't mean I personally hate Somalis. I don't. That's just a fact of the stats. Oh my God, Karmic is live. Bro, if I have a drink, I just want to spy on people. I get spyy. Uncle Rico says Nigerians are very good people. Bro, if you didn't have Nigerians, you wouldn't have Obafemi. And Obafemi's the shit. For sure. Chevrolet JB says 30 minutes left. Someone's got to have 200. It's not me. You're not going to make me drink another old fashioned. You guys like me too much. Ryan the Garbage Man says maybe SP should come over to your house tonight. Yeah, SP should definitely come to my house tonight. I should not go to hers. All right, they said this is Aaron drinking beer. All right, let's take a look and see how accurate this is.
Hey, I'm grabbing a beer. You want one?
Of course I do. What do you got?
Shaggy recommended these IPAs.
IPAs are fucking gay. If you drink IPAs, you're trying too hard to make beer your personality.
IPAs?
Yeah, apparently it's some fancy type of beer. I don't know. Here,
you want to drink something sour, bitter, and shitty? Yeah, I love that. Drink a Minnesota Gold, you faggot. Stop drinking IPAs.
Huh.
Oh, dude, you gotta try that.
Oh, wow.
What do you think? What do you think it's supposed to taste like?
The earth.
Straight up tastes like the earth. But are you getting a hint of I don't know, elderberry?
Are you talking about the wand from Harry Potter?
No, it's a fruit.
With Harry P.
Okay, that's fine. But no, it's a fruit, and it's supposed to be a fruit that's good for your immune system, I think.
You're telling me this beer is good for the immune system?
All I think when I hear elderberry is your mother was a hamster and your father smelt of elderberry. That's all I think of.
Anything that tastes like this has to be medicinal.
Makes sense to me.
You know what this actually reminds me of?
What's that?
Do you remember that time we went skiing and I crashed full force into a tree at 30 miles an hour?
One of the funniest days of my life.
Yeah, well, I almost died, but my mouth was full of blood, teeth, and pine bark. That's this.
I mean, this isn't even funny to me because this is just an accurate takedown of IPAs. I mean, that's what they are. Abel Graham with $1 says, ask ChatGPT if Charlie Kirk is dead. I've been testing this, and it consistently says no. Use an open model from Olama for AI. Well, let's check it out. We got more Somali shit to get to tonight before 9 o'clock, but hold on. Is Charlie Kirk dead? Yes, Charlie Kirk is dead. He was assassinated September 10th, 2025. What the fuck are you talking about, Abel Graham? I mean, respectfully, Abel Graham, what the fuck are you talking about? Yes, it says he's dead. MSO says IPA beers often have a higher ABV. Yeah, I don't care. They also have a higher GAY. It doesn't make... Rusty Grammar says there's like 15 different kinds of gay IPAs too. Then add in hundreds of neckbeard, bare-naked ladies listening, closeted homo suburban dads that brew it in their basement. All right, be careful because, like, yeah, bare-naked ladies are gay, but Pinch Me is a good song. Like, I shouldn't say shit like that out loud. I shouldn't say that this is a good song, but it's from one of my favorite Scrubs episodes.
It's the perfect time of year.
This song's fine.
Somewhere far away from here.
It's gay, isn't it?
I feel fine enough.
And me doing this doesn't help. Like, look at how creepy my fingers are.
Considering
I have like creepy Coraline fingers. Like the other mother. I have like creepy spider fingers. Yeah. Come here. I'm gonna get you.
I could walk, but I'll just try.
Sandworms, hate them. I hate them too. It's colder than it looks outside.
It's like the dream you're trying to remember, but it's gone. Then you're trying to scream, but it only comes out as a yawn when you.
These guys suck.
On your front door.
They suck really bad, but I love this song.
Take your time the way I'm gonna make you smile when you realize that a guy by side might take a while just to try to figure out what all this is for.
Yeah, no, that definitely sucks shit. There's no doubt about it. Roots Calhoun says PBR or High Life. There you go. Silverwolf says with a Coraline reference. Dude, I come off the top rope with Coraline references. I got 3 kids under 12 years old. I got a fucking Coraline reference for you. Chevrolet JB says Reddit is going to be good in the morning. Bro, Reddit can do what it wants. I fucking killed it tonight. Gurmy says Scrubs is a terrible show, too. It's a great show. Shut your fucking mouth. You're gay. Boozmock says, all right, I got to go. Night, y'all. All right, go to bed early. Queer. McBuster says after Aaron brings up his drink of choice to the boys at the sauna tomorrow, he will get some digits for sure. Yeah, I'm an old-fashioned man. 09 Canyon says, I liked the bare naked ladies, but I was supposed to. I was a girl. Vapashab says, stop going through your old April playlist, you sad, drunk queer. Bro, you want to know what one of my favorite things to listen to? It's such a good clip. Like, it's just this, I vibe to this shit. Eric Church covering Take Me to the River, but then he combines it with Smoke a Little Smoke. Like, you talk about a guy making a song his own. Fucking crushes. Al Green, right? It was Al Green did Take Me to the River. I'm an asshole for not knowing that. Originally, I know like Simple Minds or whatever did it. That you put me through. Now take my money, take my cigarette. I haven't seen the last of you yet. And I want to know, won't you tell me, will you stay? Take me to the river, wash me in the water. Take me to the river. Wash me. There's nothing in this class anymore. Turn the quiet up. Turn the noise down. Let this whole world just spin around. I want to feel it sway. Yeah, I want to feel it sway. and put some feel good in my soul. Take me to the river, wash me in the water. Take me to the river, wash me in the water. What a fine song. Aren't you guys glad that we had an old-fashioned tonight and are hunting pedophiles and playing music? Eric Church doesn't do this song justice, Fatty. Oh, but I do. This is so fucking gay. I genuinely hope he develops glaucoma and needs those glasses. Who, me? I do need these glasses. My Lost Interest says, I'm not taking beer advice from someone who drinks old fashions. Old fashions are the third most popular drink in America. Suck my cock. Sorry, My Lost Interest. You're very kind. MSO says, take him to the river, chain a brick to his neck, and drop him in. Yeah, but he would die if he... McBuster says, Paulie Walnut's got a chuckle. No, Big Pussy. Big Pussy is the one who liked the Big Mouth Billy Bass, I thought, just before he died. Grand Poobah says, Eric Church is the bare naked ladies of country music. Attaboy. Crunchy with $20. Oh, my God, Crunchy. Thank you very much.
Wanna fuck? Let's fuck!
She says it's for sure Monty Python coded, but they butchered it. Also, Guinness is similar to IPAs in my opinion, but ice cold Guinness maybe can get a pass. Guinness is something you drink when you want people to think that you drink cool, you know? Guinness is something you drink when you want people to think that you drink cool beers. There's no reason. There's absolutely no reason to drink Guinness. Main Vein with $1 says, we hook you up and you play this faggot shit. Thanks. You knew, but like, okay, but this is the parable of the scorpion and the frog. It is my nature. You knew who I was when you agreed to give me a ride across the river. I'm sorry. Sam Show says, women don't know anything about Monty Python. I like Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Monty Python and the Holy Grail is overrated. And I love it. I like that movie. It's very funny, but Monty Python and the Holy Grail is one of those movies I would show to people, and if they're like, I don't get it, I don't like it, I would be like, I understand. I get that. Like, I would never defend Monty Python and the Holy Grail to anybody. I love it. It's great. I think it's one of the coolest movies. If anyone else said, I think this is fucking retarded, I would be like, I understand. Hey, most of you aren't going to care. But something really fucking interesting is happening in the NFL right now. And just in case you think that my conspiracy theories are just saved for politics, they're not. Bro, this Chris Sims thing is fucking bullshit. This Chris Sims thing is a conspiracy. It is a cover-up 100%. Chris Sims just got fired from NBC's Sunday Night Football. He was one of the guys on the pregame and the postgame on the Sunday night games, and he's really good. I really enjoy Chris Sims on Sunday Night Football. I enjoy Chris Sims on his show with Mike Florio on Pro Football Talk. I think Chris Sims, who's Phil Sims' son, does a really good job of football analysis. He got fired 2 weeks. And you know what's funny? Is when I saw this clip we're about to play, I went, he's going to lose something. Somebody's going to get pissed at him. The NFL's going to get mad at him. Somebody's going to get mad, and he's going to get in trouble. You can tell Mike Florio took a shitload of money from NBC for them to buy out Pro Football Talk, the company he created, the startup he created. And Mike Florio was trying to cut Chris Sims off, and Chris Sims was trying to give us some really juicy gossip. He shut him down. And I remember I saw this clip 2 weeks ago, and I'm like, Chris Sims just got in trouble. Like, Chris Sims is going to pay for this one. 2 days ago, Chris Sims was fired from NBC Sunday Night Football. Now, they wouldn't fire him. What are we in April? They would have fired him after the Super Bowl. They would have fired him at the end of the season, and they would have said, we're going in a new direction. going forward, we're going to bring someone else on for the team. They wouldn't do it after the draft when you're just ready to get the season started again. People get fired from jobs like that because they fucked up or they did something wrong. Chris Sims was talking about the Mike Vrabel, Diana Rossini thing, and he was trying to tell the fans something really interesting about the league, about how many coaches cheat, about how many of these guys are fucking around on their wives. And Mike Florio cut him off, and Chris Sims got really pissed. And I remember watching the exchange. I'm like, Chris Sims just fucked up. Not to me. Chris Sims did what you're supposed to do as a provocative journalist and commentator. But in the business, in the go along to get along, Chris Sims just fucked up. Let's play the clip. This is the clip that I believe got Chris Sims fired from Football Night in America. And he shouldn't have been, because this is the kind of shit we want to hear when we're watching coverage of these kinds of stories.
Well, it's the biggest story in the NFL. I mean, I wouldn't. I'd shoot you straight. These are things that I've been texting with about my friend, with my friends in the coaching world. Even their wives are involved in the conversation as well.
Stay on target.
What? See, right there. Stay on target. No, fuck you, Mike. And I understand. Look, Mike's got NBC money to think about. Mike's got his connections with the leagues to think about. Chris Sims is gossiping with a lot of these guys because a lot of these guys who are coming up as coaches and coordinators now were guys who were in the league when he was playing ball. He knows a lot of these guys. And he knows some shit. And Mike Florio is trying to cut it off because I guarantee, and you know what? This makes me feel a little bad for Diana Rossini, and this makes me feel a little bad for Mike Vrabel, even though I shouldn't. A lot of these coaches are fucking around. A lot of these journalists are fucking around. And I don't think it's right that Mike Vrabel has to pay the cost and Diana Rossini has to lose her fucking job. Mike Vrabel gets to keep his job as the coach of the New England Patriots. Diana Rossini has to drop out from the Athletic and lose a six-figure-a-year job, maybe more, because she's a married woman who fucked a married man. But she's not the only one, and Mike Vrabel isn't the only one. And unless somebody's paying you a shitload of money to keep quiet, sell your secrets, girl. Sell them all. Because Chris Sims is trying to say, like, look, I'm getting texts from a lot of coaches. I'm getting texts from a lot of wives. They're telling me that this shit is going on all over the league. And Mike Florio's trying to cut it off because he's thinking NBC deal, Football Night in America, don't fuck this up. Whereas Chris Sims is doing the thing that made him a great analyst. He's doing the thing that made him get to where he is. The problem with these guys who get to where they are is the rest of their career then becomes staying at that place. There are very few Charles Barkleys in this world who go, fuck you, fire me, I don't give a shit, I got my money, I'm going to say whatever I want. Chris Sims is one of those guys, and they're trying to buck break him. They're trying to take his jobs away and tell him, behave, boy, get in line, boy.
Even their wives are involved in the conversation as well.
Stay on target. Stay on target.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Careful. I'm trying to. You ever see Star Wars?
Yeah.
You see Star Wars?
Yeah.
As Luke is going down the I don't know. I'm not enough of a Star Wars nerd to know all the terms, but his.
No, you are a big enough Star Wars nerd. You're just nervous. You're panicking. You're being a panicky Pete. You're being a panicky Mike. And you're cutting Chris. By the way, what do they call that? You're cucking the content? This is the content. Chris Sims telling us who's fucking around and who he's texting with and what they're saying. That's the content. That's what we all want to hear. And all you're thinking about is Roger Goodell and NBC and Comcast and your connections and your money. Meanwhile, what made Mike Florio is the no-holds-barred, get after it, hard scrabble gossip, giving us the straight talk. Chris Sims understands that. Mike Florio's become a bought and paid for businessman. Fuck NBC. Let them fire you. Let them get rid of you guys. You could go off on your own and you could still do it. Would you take a mild cut in your paycheck? Yeah, but you could say whatever the fuck you want and everyone would support you like they did before. Was Mike Florio struggling to pay his bills before NBC injected a bunch of capital into his operation? No, Mike Florio and his family were doing fine. Don't sell your soul, dog.
One of his wingman is telling him, stay on target.
Right.
I'm just giving you, I don't, look, there's a lot there. And there's only so much that is.
Look at how fucking pissed he is. I love this guy. Chris Sims is now my favorite analyst in the NFL.
Reported and known. And that's, I'm just trying to help.
All right. In Star Wars, did they tell that they have the thing called shut up and just let the person talk? How about that? Tell me that and read that line
I'm
back
just
to
trying
yourself.
to help you.
God bless Chris. That was good, too, because he's like, did they say shut up and let the person talk? And Mike Florio with his big nervous laughter. I am Team Chris Sims all the way on that one. But NBC canned him. They're not going to let him do the pregame show and the postgame show, and you can't tell me that it's for anything other than that thing that he did 2 weeks ago. And what are you doing? What are you protecting Mike Vrabel? That's why this is all a dog and pony show. That's why nobody gives a shit about your pregame and postgame shows, because they know they're not getting unfiltered talk. They're getting appropriate talk for what you've okayed. And now Chris Sims is gone because he tried to spit some truth, which is a lot of these coaches are fucking around, and the wives can confirm it. And by the way, did we not know? Did we not think that these coaches were fucking around? Of course we knew these coaches were fucking around, and you're going to fire this guy for it? Horseshit. Absolute horseshit. Main Vein with $1 says, if you're taking requests. All right. Let's go. I love this past story we did, though. $10 from this big bitch. Crunchy with $10 says, Monty Python coded is an insult, but thank you for playing. You're welcome. $5 from Main Vein says, Crunchy is the Joan of Arc of Steel Toe. Wow, look at that. I think you guys are like 100. I'm going to have to go back and count tonight, but I think you guys are about 150 ahead. Thank you so much for this week. Oh, we're taking requests. Megadeth. Wow. All right. I'm not a Megadeth guy, but I don't think anybody is surprised by that. Watching this fucking video. Holy shit. Yeah, I was never a Megadeth guy. You know what it sounded like to me? It sounded, you're going to hate this, but I don't think it's going to surprise you because of my taste in music. It sounds like generic hard rock. Like, like that's just what I hear when I hear everybody in that genre. It's probably like how the same people think of like country music, and they're like, oh, it's a guy talking about how he had to shoot his dog and he lost his truck and his wife left. It's the same thing. This big bitch with $10. Thank you very much. Says loud noises make Aaron shart. Please respect our pronouns. I never said that. That's an accusation. I did not confirm that. 09 Canyon says most Megadeth isn't for me, but that is a good song. My Lost Interest says, is Aaron going to take a day of editing to keep this show on YouTube? Yeah, it's going to take a bit to get on to get this one back to good on old YouTube. That's for sure. Hey, guess what? The Ragtime Rev guy, he released a new song yesterday. He put a new one out.
Did a white man ever tell you that the niggers wants a few?
Okay, wow. We're just going to start right off with it.
Just because he's colored and he ain't as good as you. But I always thank the Lord that he made me what I am. For I wouldn't change my color to a poor white man. For there's taters in the cellar with shortcake good and brown, and sweet on watermelon when the season rolls around. There's flour in the kitchen, in the cupboard there's a ham. And I'd rather be a nigger than a poor white man.
Yeah, wait, what? Hold on. What? All right. I mean, that's not...
They say a nigger's lazy and from labor he will shirk. But back him at an eating match and see that nigger work. Just
dude, this kind of sounds like modern hip-hop.
Like a lamb, contented is that nigger to a poor white man.
Dude, actually, white people were more respectful of the N-word than black rappers are, in a way.
For there's mashed taters in the cellar with shortcake good and brown, and sweet gold watermelon when the season rolls around. There's flour in the kitchen, in the cupboard there's a ham, and I'd rather be a nigger than a poor white man.
You're going to be singing this at work tomorrow. All right, that's enough. So he released a new song. That's a thing. Main Vein says it's more with $1 says it's more about the message, bud. Thanks, dude. LOL. I'm sorry, I don't listen to the words of metal songs. I just don't. I have we all have a bias. That's all. Cameron says that dude has a great song called Me Mum Died in the Holly. Yeah. Bro, act like we haven't played that song 5,000 times on this program. Oh, we certainly have. We certainly have. We should see if we can hire that guy to come out and perform live at Stoney's for the anniversary show this year. I wonder what my number would be where I would be like, yeah, let's bring that guy in for sure. And just have him bring in a piano, or like I'm sure Cheetos. Dude. Do you think, like, should I call Cheetos right now and ask him if he has a piano for that guy? Because that would be fucking golden. Let's call Cheetos real quick.
What's up?
Hey, Cheetos, I'm on the air for a little bit longer. I had a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you have a piano?
I do not.
Okay. You know the guy who sings the Me Mum Died in the Holly song?
Yeah.
If I could get him here for the anniversary show, could we get our hands on a piano and just have him play music all day?
Maybe a little keyboard or something.
Yeah, like we could maybe set it up in the garage.
Yeah, maybe.
And just have him play not all night. Like we'd do karaoke and I'd bust out a few great tracks. But like if we had him, no, you know what? Because I don't think you'd want the whole city hearing that guy sing his old 1800s songs.
I'll have to listen to that one.
Yeah, I think you should, I don't know. I think we should probably stick to the awesome guys who play great 70s music.
Okay, well, we got a few months yet to figure that out.
Yeah, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get going on calling the Cornhole Association guys. Don't laugh. And getting them to organize like the big tournament. I have a question for you that I'm going to ask in front of the whole audience. Do you think we could get the street like Pesties does for their tournaments?
Yeah, I'm going to work on that.
Okay, great. Then I'm going to get on that this week calling those guys because I'm not sure how quick they fill up.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, buddy.
Yep. See ya.
All right, bye. I never thought of that. Like if you put that guy outside and he starts singing songs like that, that's going to be bad news. So we can't do that. This big bitch with $20. Thank you very much.
Wanna fuck? Let's fuck!
Says you played it on the break, but I want your opinion. Song from DMs. We played that before on like Rumble Link Friday and stuff. It's not bad, but it's one of those songs like once you've heard it once, you've kind of heard it, if that makes sense. Real quick, I did want to play a little more Somali fraud stuff. We're almost done for tonight. Thank you guys so much for all your generosity, especially Crunchy. Basically, I had to do a half hour to 45 minutes of work tonight with bringing the pedophile hunter guys onto the program. And it created a networking opportunity. And then a bunch of people donated a shitload of money. So I appreciate you guys coming on. You got me drinking again. The evening shows are a blast. I hope your night was fun because of it. And we're still up over 200 people in overtime. So thank you. Quality, not quantity, right? Lura Goose. The goose was loose in Shakopee today just to show that it wasn't just Minneapolis where the feds were raiding Somali businesses. So Minneapolis, Rochester, Shakopee, St. Cloud, and Wilmer. Those are the 5 big Somali populations in Minnesota, and I think the feds hit them all today.
Behind me here in Shakopee at the Universal Child Care Center are moving evidence out of the Child Care Center as they execute a search warrant. This is one of 22 search warrants being executed across the Twin Cities Metro today as part of a widespread fraud investigation. I have addresses of 10 different child care centers. This is one of them here at a shopping center in Shakopee.
By the way, when he says he has 10 lists of names, that's in the city of Shakopee alone. There were over 22 places that they hit in Minneapolis today. And they said that every one of them that they hit, they came out with computers, they came out with boxes of documents. I mean, these daycare and autism centers and home health care centers, they had no idea this was coming. So whatever these investigators got, these people are fucking dead to rights if they've been committing fraud. And like, I don't know how you can keep the Somali population here after this. I think you have to start denaturalizing people and saying, look, it's nothing personal. But we're not going to do this. It's costing us way too much. We're going to send you back. Or even like, you know, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. But like, we can't, this is cultural suicide that we're committing.
Universal Child Care Center. They've also raided 5 autism centers.
Oh, on top of the 10.
7 other businesses as well.
Oh, so 20. Okay, so this might be the 22 that they were talking about. It might be 22 across the cities.
This is part of the widespread fraud investigation ongoing in the state of Minnesota. The focus on child care centers came after a viral video a few months ago by YouTuber Nick Shirley. And there have been investigations into Medicaid fraud as well. The child care centers receive funding through something called CCAP, which is Child Care Assistance Money. This particular fraud investigation is in regard to that. I'll have lots more coming up today. I'm Lou Ragoose. Follow for more news.
Did Lou Ragoose get shit canned from Fox 9 or Care 11 or wherever he is? Is he doing this independently? Oh, no, he's still a Care 11 newsman. Okay, good. I would hate to think they fired him for doing his job too well. Yeah, 16 of the 22 confirmed locations from today was right. Quality Leering. So they got the Leering Center. They hit the Leering Center today. Global Star Therapy LLC, Empower Skill Academy, Aspen Associates in Minneapolis, and then one location in Fridley. Wow, they did. That means Aspen Associates did such a good job defrauding people that they had to open up a second fraud location. Brilliant. Brilliant. Mendota Autism, Baby Halimo Child Care Incorporated, Burnsville Learning Center, Fabulous Restaurant and Catering, Metro Learning Center, The Original Child Care Center Incorporated, Love and Care Child Care Center LLC, Mini Child Care Center Incorporated, Fahie Child Care Center, Somali Senior Center and Adult Day Services, and A+ Universal Child Care and Learning Center. Nick Shirley visited multiple locations from this list. I got to give Nick Shirley his credit, right? I think it's weird. I think that whole thing was kind of odd and strange, but Nick Shirley is he's the guy who got the ball rolling, that's for sure. $1 from Main Vein says, I understand, Aaron. I have a biased opinion of your music. Songs by teen girls, faggots, and monkeys. Terrible. Main Vein with $1 says, I'm coming for Rumble Friday. Get ready. I'm excited, man. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, Tim Walz, check this out. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz has shocking reaction to FBI raids at daycare centers after previously slamming the Trump administration. Lame duck Minnesota Governor Tim Walz made a stunning about-face after the federal raids on Minnesota daycare centers Tuesday. This is from the New York Post. After previously denouncing fraud investigations as white supremacy, FBI Director Kash Patel, however, quickly hit back after the failed 2024 Democratic vice presidential nominee appeared to take credit for the federal operation. In a thread on X, Walz said he was putting criminals on notice and said the FBI was working with state officials. To which Patel said, come again? This FBI and DOJ with our DHS partners drafted and executed every search warrant today, but go ahead and take credit for our work while we smoke out the fraud plaguing Minnesota under your governorship. You know what? Sometimes you need progressive liberals to remind you that as bad as the Trump administration is, and as much as they broke all their promises, they're not quite as bad as these fucking people. Like, this is the shit I voted for. Southern Poverty Law Center, Somali fraud, cleaning up America, cleaning up shit here at home. End this Iran shit, cut Benjamin Netanyahu off the tit, start cutting military spending, shore up Social Security, like take care of Americans. Do shit like this and I'd be a happy guy. You got 2.5 years to turn it around. Walz continued the thread, acting as if he was in favor of the investigations all along. He said, if you commit fraud in Minnesota, you're going to get caught. That's not true. They've been doing this since 2018 at least. And that's exactly what we saw today. We catch criminals when state and federal agencies share information, joint investigations work, and securing justice depends on it. Bro, these were federal raids. Today's raids by state and federal law enforcement. Dude, the state authorities were like doing a ride-along. Happened because our state agencies caught irregular behavior and reported it. Bullshit. This was Prosecutor Joe at the federal prosecutor's office catching this shit. That's how this... You were the one who said, we've never seen any evidence of fraud. This is white supremacy by the Trump administration. That's how the system is supposed to work, and our agencies will keep at it as long as there are fraudsters around to put behind bars. Fucking queeb. He just sees that the voters of Minnesota, like, this is what happens. The Democrats OD'd on Somali support so that they could get more votes. And then when the local Minnesotans went, dude, I'm a Democrat, and even I think this is bullshit. Why are you letting them get away with murder? Now the Democrats had to choose. Do you sink with your Somali brethren that you've pumped up all this time, or do you sell them down the river to score some cheap political points? And these fucking rats fleeing a sinking ship abandon these Somalis in a fucking heartbeat. You hate to see it, right? And I hope nobody's buying it. I mean, Tim Walz is a joke. Newly appointed DHS chief Mark Wayne Mullen, who is a lunatic, by the way, said, Governor Walz, you have zero credibility on this issue. You have willingly ignored and downplayed rampant fraud and abuse in Minnesota. This crackdown on fraud has come thanks to the leadership of President Trump. We will hold those who steal from Americans accountable. I mean, the fact that this guy is trying to go out there and act like he had anything to do with this. He had to be led around the nose, kicking and screaming to get this stuff going. And like, not only that, but then even when we caught them all, we still haven't been able to pass any meaningful legislation that ended up like that would stop this or would catch it the next time. Like, the federal government had to do all the legwork here. And Governor Walz is like, hey, look what we did. You dick. It's like when Germany conquered France and then Italy showed up in the southeastern part of France at the very end and went, hey, molto buono, we did so well, huh? Shut the fuck up. Guys, thank you very much. What an unbelievable evening show. Thank you so much for your support tonight. It's been amazing. This big bitch, Crunchy, who is the MVP of this week, says the real victory is their assimilated kids. Either they're in gangs or ripping off their hijabs. A dub is a dub. Keep your kids safe. My lost interest with $1 says, Aaron, when you started the show tonight, did you ever think? No, I had no idea we'd be making a shitload of money tonight. Not only that, my lost interest, you're my lawyer. We legit network tonight. Like, I'm doing that fucking Predator shit. I'm going to be there, Chris Hansen. I'm excited to do that. Let's fucking go. All right, guys, take it. Papa Shop says, fire Johnny. Hey, man, thank you guys so much. Unbelievable night. The Toe Boys and the Toe Gals always come up big. I'm going to be counting this and figuring out what our bank is for the rest of the week. I think it's only fair to say that perhaps we should go goalless for tomorrow night. What do you think? And then here's what's going to happen. You know the morning crew is going to fuck up and we're not going to hit the goal in the morning. So then you guys are going to get a going until 9 o'clock show with beers and shit because we're going to be like, hey, the morning show missed by 120. And because they missed by 120, if you guys hit that, we'll go until whatever. Like it's like a wrestling script. This big bitch says you were supposed to go to 2200. You said I said I would go till 9. What the fuck? Nobody heard me say that I would go till 10. We're going till 9 tonight. That's what I said. But you know what, Crunchy, I'll make you a deal. Since you were so generous, I'll go till 9 tonight and 9 tomorrow night. I did not say 10. If I said 10, I misspoke. But I will go till 9 tonight and 9 tomorrow because you were the money behind this operation. You and Main Vein, everybody else. People saying you said till 10. No, I didn't. You're just saying that because she said that now. I'll go till 9 tonight, 9 tomorrow. I apologize. Main Vein with $1 says, hey, Crunchy, how you doing, beautiful? All right, it's about to get jizzy in here. I'm going to leave. Take it easy. Have a great rest of your night, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow morning.